the depths of my soul, feeling the loss of control in the spirit, so colorful. If you feel it, then let's go to a place where you belong. Give you strength to carry on. Open your heart, set your mind at ease. Live your life and you'll be free. We're gonna rise, rise, rise. Keep on rising, rise, rise, rise. Rise, rise, keep on rising, rise,
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Toon review for tonight's Matchday Live as Newcastle United travel to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. We are so close to getting through to another semi-final, which, two semi-finals, 2 years running, would be a joy. But tonight, guys, as usual, it is subscriber only in the chat. So if you're not subscribed, you do need to be if you want to take part in the chat. So please click the bottom right-hand corner, hit the logo, and then click subscribe and come and be part of this incredible community. We are 60 subscribers away from 26,000. So we're really, really hoping that it could actually happen tonight. And with your help, we should get there. We really should get there. So fingers crossed that we do. However, if you are also a new subscriber, don't forget to hit the notification bell, which will let you know when we go live or upload any videos. You can become a member of the Toon Review and hit the join button just underneath me and Bilson Bob. And also, of course, you can donate to the channel if you do so wish to by hitting that $sign underneath the live comments, and that will get your comment read straight out as well. Good evening, Billy Bob.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm excellent. Can't wait. Looking forward to a good game of football.
Absolutely. It should be a cracker. We'll get straight into it. This is how Newcastle United line up at Stamford Bridge. We've gone with Dubravka in goal. Emil Kraft plays at right back. Jamal Lascelles. In fact, I think I forgot to change the right back. No, I haven't. Lascelles, Botman, Livramento of the back four, Bruno Longstaff and Miley in the middle, and Almiron Gordon and Wilson up front again. On the bench, we do have the return and Kieran Trippier, of course. Dan Burn is there as well. Dummett, two goalkeepers, Richie, Hall, and Alex Murphy. What do you reckon, Bill?
Yeah, Emil Kraft played himself in after a fantastic performance Saturday. He probably would have rested Trippier anyway, but just to kind of rubber stamp that, Kraft's in for that great performance. Sven Botman walks in to get more minutes in his legs and rest Dan Burn at the same time. Fabian Schär, of course, injured. The only interesting one for me is Wilson up front. 3 games in a week. I'm not sure he can do it, but let's hope he doesn't get injured because, playing as many games. I know Isak's got a niggle, but...
Well, interesting that Isak's left out again altogether, Billy.
Yeah, I don't think he's fit enough to even kind of be on the bench, so... Yeah, it's an interesting one. But that's all down to playing him for all them games in the trot when he was already injured, so...
Yeah, and again, it's sort of how long do we do this for kind of thing, he's out again, and it's incredibly annoying.
I think we were the only channel to kind of say, get some kids put forward. I mean, for the good that Isak was doing, he may as well put a statue up front, you know what I mean? So, it's a bit on the arse now.
It has indeed. The Chelsea side is very strong indeed. They go with Petrovic, Diazy, Thiago Silva, Badiashile, Colwill, Casado, or Casado, however you want to say it, Enzo, Gallagher, Palmer, Sterling, and Jackson. Strong side, Billy.
Very strong. I think we can get them down the flanks. They're playing centre-halves all along the back four. Colwill, of course, is centre-half, as is Diazy. Badiashile and Thiago Silva in the middle. So there's a lack of pace in the middle if Silva's playing there. So I think they can be got up. They are very attacking forward line there. Palmer, Sterling, and Jackson. Jackson can be hit or miss. But if he's hit, he's very good. He's quick. Gallagher, Enzo, and Caicedo very competitive in the middle. So we've got to be on our mettle in the middle of the park.
Absolutely. By the way, are you watching this on our usual provider tonight?
No, I'm on the actual thing.
Okay, there you go. Well, I'm going to try with the usual provider first. I mean, I've got Sky through the internet, but it's normally slow, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what it's like. We'll see what it's like. I'm just going to switch my camera.
There you go. He switched his camera off, everyone. Interesting lineups there. Both teams are actually going for it, of course. Chelsea, this is probably their best way of getting into Europe. So it's for them to qualify for Europe, which is imperative for them with all the money they've spent on players and stuff, and to keep kind of close to FFP ceilings. They've got to try and win this tournament. So it's going to be hard for us tonight. It actually is. So I think Paul's switching his internet around. And there you go. That's how it's going to be. I think he's imminently going to return. Just switching out a few things there. Chelsea's form ain't great at the minute. They beat Sheffield United, scrape past Sheffield United Saturday, whereas we beat their local rivals Fulham quite convincingly. Not sure whether they beat last round, but of course we went to Old Trafford and won. And if we do that, then I've got no qualms just going here and doing it, because they're not as good as Manchester United, despite how bad Manchester United actually are. There we go. Hopefully Mr. Ditchburn's going to be ready to come back in any second now.
Hi, Billy.
There he is.
I've got a bit of problems with my camera angle. That's all. I'm just trying to sort it out. It's doing me head in because it's gone to a funny shape.
You're all right.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's just got the black borders on the side. I don't like them.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, Billy, is what it is. No. Don't mess with the screen. Don't you dare. Oh, no.
Just switch us round and leave it for that and try and fix it later.
Billy, it's annoying me, right? It's really annoying me because I'm seeing black bars on the screen, and
they look pretty cool. They look pretty cool, to be fair.
What, the black bars?
Yeah, as if they're like a Newcastle stripe with your white wallpaper, you know?
I never thought of it that way. Fair enough. I'll leave it. Sod it. Anyway, let's get into some comments, shall we?
Switch us round first.
What? Oh, shit. Oh, God, that's like Ant and Dec. That's weird. That is very, very weird. Anyway, let's have a look what people are saying in the chat tonight and see if the confidence is still as high. Vincent says 2-1. Let's smash him. Has Alex sorted his internet? God knows. He will be with us at halftime, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If Chelsea get beat, it was a fair result. Keith says, we go down early. Billy said he's fist fighting a neighbour on stream. What? Keith, have you been on the old our sauce this afternoon, mate? I'm not sure what you mean by that. David says, evening, Billy, watching 2 streams tonight, TTR and Young Jack's podcast simultaneously.
Interesting.
There's only room for one. You know, only room for one. Chelsea beat Blackburn 2-0 in the last round, Billy. Yes, they did. But what I would say to that is, they beat Blackburn 2-0, but again, they also beat Sheffield United 2-0, which wasn't a great result, Billy.
No, absolutely not. And they kind of struggled through that. You can get at this team because there's lots of pressure on them put on them by the fans who expect more than what they're actually providing at the minute.
Yeah.
That's what the Big Six kind of attitude, isn't it? And they're not part of the Big Six anymore, in my opinion.
Well, they're clearly not. I mean, they're struggling to even make Europe again this season. And, I don't know what... Well, we do know what's going on. There's too many players there, Billy. It's just... like we said in this morning's show, it's Pochettino's walked into a shit show. He's got far too many players to even try and deal with. And he's struggling. It's not really Pochettino's fault, Billy.
No, I couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's been plunged into the middle of a real kind of shitstorm of a club at the minute.
Yeah.
All down to the American owner who kind of thinks you can buy every player in the world to be successful. Doesn't work like that, of course. And yeah, Graham Potter had the bad end of it last year, and I think Pochettino was being a better manager than Potter isn't kind of performing any better. So it's interesting how it's working out for them.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a £5 super chat from Phil Gow's son. Thank you very much. Hi, Paul. I sent you an email, but I forgot to put a subject. Really sorry. Let me know if you want me to send it again. I'll check on it after the show, Phil. But thank you very much. Everybody's saying I'm on the wrong side. It's sorted now. It's sorted. Neville says hit the thumbs up, everyone. Absolutely. Let's see how many likes we can get on the show tonight. Johnston Street says, how are the lads? We can do this. Aaron's going 8-0. I think that's very, very optimistic. Andrew says, Chelsea ain't no walkovers. No, they're not. But what I would say, Billy, is if we score first, get the fans riled and against them, it could be a good night.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, if we can get at them early doors and score past them pretty quickly, and then we're able to hit them with our pace at the back. I mean, they are quite slow on the flanks. I mean, Badia Shield's quick for centre half, but for fullback, I'm not so sure. What's his face? Levi Colwell the same. So it's possible to get at these. Thiago Silva's lost his pace. He's still a fantastic player, but he makes mistakes, as we saw in the home game a few weeks back. So that we can get at these. It's whether we can keep them out. And with Botman being there, I think we can do it. I really do.
It's so good to see him back at the starting lineup. Absolutely tremendous. We got a $10 super chat from Graham Ritchie. Thank you, Graham. 2-0 to the Toon. How are the lads? Jay Devlin says, just let's not see any whinging if it's a tight game. Well, we've got to get behind them all the way, even if it is a tight game. And I think we will. I think the fans will be behind them all the way. We've got a good following down there tonight. The lads want to do this. Eddie's made no secret of that. He wants to do it. 3-0, says Villa Down Under for us. Thank you. Come on, lads. I Like Coffee says the last time we beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was when Cisse scored those 2 goals. Yes. And if we see some goals like that tonight, Billy, for Newcastle, I am not complaining.
I don't think we've ever seen goals, a double of that magnitude ever. I mean, his first goal was a fantastic goal, flicking it with 1 foot and volleying with that. And then that ridiculous second one, which had even Didier Drogba on the bench, gasping with disbelief. So, yeah, what 2 great goals they were. What a great night of football that was.
I mean, it was incredible, wasn't it? Because some of the fans in the background, and some of the Chelsea fans, to be fair to them, were applauding. And sometimes you have to, when you see goals like that, you have no choice but to applaud. And if we saw goals like that, we'd be. From an opposition, I think it would be the same, to be honest.
Yeah, it was just unbelievable what he did. And he meant it, no doubt about it.
Oh God, yeah. He had his head up. He knew where he wanted to put it.
Yeah.
Andrew says there's only one streaming channel, and that's TTR. Thank you very much, Andrew. David says, "Come on, lads. I am very good at multitasking, Paul." Well, fair enough. That's no problem at all. Iropa says Sterling playing, so crosses won't be an issue. Listen, what will be an issue is if Raheem Sterling decides to throw himself to the floor on numerous occasions, Billy.
Well, he's got that in his game, hasn't he? And, with a referee that's liable to give penalties at any given kind of hint of one. Gillett's, he's a bit iffy for me. Plus, the league, who love the Big Six, one in the Big Six to be in Europe. I mean, there's going to be pressure there for him to do that kind of thing. So, we've got to be careful. Absolutely.
David says, is Stato really singing on The Voice next weekend, or perhaps Twitter rumours? Hey, we can't say. We're not at liberty. That's up to Stato. Kendo says, hope Wilson doesn't pick up an injury if Isak's not on the bench. Well, this is the problem we have, and this is again what we were talking about this morning, Billy, in the show. We have to make sure that we address this situation with the player, with the striker situation in January. We have to sign a striker. We can't keep going on like this with the two of them. One of them being out for a couple of weeks, and one of them, being able to play for a couple of weeks. It doesn't work.
Well, we know with Callum Wilson's situation, we have to use him sparingly, and unfortunately for us, we haven't been able to use him sparingly the past week. He's played every game, and not just that, he's not even been taken off. So, I think we've got to be really careful as Callum Wilson goes, and I'm kind of worried that even after tonight, he may pull up, but let's hope not. Let's hope he can put in the same sort of performance, albeit with a goal at the end of it that he put in Saturday, because I thought it was outstanding Saturday.
Yeah, Alvin, good evening. Haven't heard from you for a while, but you've explained why medical issues. I hope you're okay, Alvin. Get yourself healthy again, mate. What's going on? Still down about being out before the Champions League before Christmas, but a win tonight will push us back in good spirits. I think they're in good spirits already, Billy. They seem to be very, very confident. And I say that because, it was vital that we got a very, a strong win against Fulham. And we've done exactly that.
Yeah, I think that game on Saturday, albeit against 10 men, will have raised the confidence levels, which may have been low after the previous games. The losing so heartbreakingly to Milan and 2 games before that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we can do well tonight. And I'm not sure Chelsea at the best confidence was either. So, yeah, I think we'll be fine. I really do.
Kenzie says he's still sure about wearing blue, Paul. I was hoping nobody would notice that. I completely forgot. But never mind, never mind. We know who we support on this channel, and it's not the same blue anyway. This is a lighter colour than Chelsea strip, so get lost. Garant says, does anything faze Miley? Amazing temperament at that age. I mean, there's no doubt. There is no doubt, Billy, that, he's gonna have a hard time tonight, though, because he's got some good players against him tonight.
Yeah, well, he's played against them before, of course. His debut was last season at Stamford Bridge, and he strolled onto the pitch and managed to hit the bar from 25 yards. So, nothing fazed him then, and I can't see anything phasing him tonight. Well,
he doesn't get fazed very easily, does he? He's absolutely brilliant to watch at times, Lewis Miley. In fact, all the time. Paul Tully says, I'm going 4-1 to us. We have goals in us. Miley again for another one, maybe. I expect Miley, Billy, to have a good game, and I expect him to hopefully pop one in.
Well, that's the most competitive part of the pitch for me, is the midfield, our 3 against their 3. Caicedo, Fernandes and Gallagher are all kind of worky-ticky, rat-like players. I just think our skills with Bruno and Miley and aligned to Sean Longstaff's work rate will see us win the day. Yep.
Eric says early point and the fans behind them will push through. Chelsea 3-1. I think he meant early goals. No penalties. Oh, I couldn't take penalties, Billy. I can't do it. I can't. And as it says, Reet, where's me smart speaker? Where me glasses? Where's your head at? Well, and I said, I never know with you. I mean, you came on this morning's show and thinking it was afternoon. So it's incredible that you're actually here. Instead of sort of passed out somewhere. But well done, matey. Gordon to terrorize, says Gary. Chelsea won't like seeing Botman back in the team tonight.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. And look, we're delighted to have Botman back. Let's not kid ourselves. I know. Lascelles has done a very, very good job, and of course, Lascelles is with Botman tonight. But having Botman back, it gives us an extra dimension, doesn't it? He's just quality. He's just absolute quality.
He gives that fantastic passion option back that we didn't have at the end of the last game, and with Byrne and Lascelles playing at centre half. Lascelles will do all the tough stuff, and Botman will do all the nice stuff. And yeah, I think we'll be solid tonight.
I'm still here, Billy. Don't worry. I'm going to put this camera. Did you read a couple of comments out, mate?
Yeah. Where do we get to? Let's have a click and have a look. Jack Adams says, good evening, lads. I have a feeling this will be an exciting watch, even though Chelsea are dire. I enjoy watching Modric bombing it up the field and not knowing how to kick a football, if he was. And that's where he ends it. Got lots of pace, hasn't he, Modric? He is a threat, but the ball's got to stick to his feet, and that doesn't happen very often, to be fair. I Like Coffee says, if you enjoy the stream, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. It's free to do so. Please feel free to use the Super Chat feature or become a member and help support the channel. Well said, I like coffee. Very well said indeed. Stato's in the chat somewhere, apparently.
Oh, is he?
Let's find him. Yeah. Let's find him. Oh, he's having a dig at you. He says, Paul supporting Chelsea tonight. What, Sinclair?
Oh, piss off your Christmas jumping wearing shitbag.
David Veet says, Marley and Bruno will rip them apart. There's a song in there somewhere. Adam Turnbull says, blue is the colour, Paul is the name. Wow.
You can all sod off, all right? You can just all sod off.
Come back topless. King Hoddle says, go and see Everton. Good to see Everton going full strength tonight. We play them on Saturday. Be prepared for a battle because they're the typical Deutsch side, and we'll see if Spurs' soft sensor comes out or it doesn't. I mean, I think with Romero in the side, I don't think they're that soft anymore, but there you go. Niall Powell says, Marley and Sean's interview with Nutcracker was very good. Haven't seen that yet. I've seen it on YouTube, but haven't seen it. We'll do, though. We'll have a look. What else do we have here? Everyone's saying hello to each other. Kraft will have another storming game, says Ricky D. Dean says, let's not blow too much smoke up Chelsea's arse. They've been pretty shit for well over a season. We have it in our locker to have a good game. 100%. 100%. Paul says, agree, I'd take any cup in 5th place if that is still a European football place. Absolutely. NUFC in 1982 is doing, I'll kind of put a traditional Newcastle song in the chat, but one I'm not going to say because it mentions, well, you probably already read it. So,
right, there we go. That's better, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Well, that wasn't bad before, to be fair.
Well, it was, Billy. It was. I just need to. That's better. I feel comfortable now. I can see myself, and I mean, I've took the graphics off. Hang on, I just need to move the team down there so we can still see the badge of Newcastle. Right, I'm set now, Billy. I'm set. Have you done that super chat, Billy, or not?
No, I'm done in super chats.
Fantastic. It's coming for a $5 super chat from Eric. And Eric says, think Lascelles has shown enough to hold off on signing another first-team quality centre-back until the summer, or should we still target one? Well, we spoke about this earlier, Billy. I don't think a centre-back is our main issue anymore for the transfer window.
No, I agree with the comment. Lascelles has been really good since he's come in and done his stint in the sides, and yeah, it's a can we can kick down the road till at least the summer, maybe longer. I think Lascelles deserves another contract if truth be told.
Yeah, I'll do as well. And let's hope he gets it because he deserves it, doesn't he? Nobody can say that he doesn't deserve it because he's worked his ass off.
He does deserve it. Whether he wants to stay or maybe go elsewhere and get a bigger contract, signing on fee and all that stuff because he's free.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's up to him. But whatever he chooses to do, he goes with our good wishes because he's a fantastic servant.
100% he does, yeah. 100%. Another $4.99's just come in there from Michael Harper. Thank you very much, Michael. There's no comment on that one. I like King Hollis says, I don't like games going straight to penalties. I'm old school and a purist. Extra time for me. Well, look, I understand why they've got rid of the extra time now because players just get exhausted, absolutely exhausted, and nah, not for me. I'm not in Chelsea colours, trolls. All right, let's just get that straight. Charles says, good day from Miami. Love your show. Let's go Newcastle. Absolutely. Jay Devlin says, we love Newcastle. We do. Absolutely, we do. We're 4 minutes away from kickoff. It's almost time. It is almost time for the lads to get out there and, well, 100% do the business, Billy Bob.
Absolutely. It's a massive game. It's, one which these Champions League games that we've had this season will come into our, the experience of those will help us tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's, 2 or 3 years ago, this could have been a Champions League kind of fixture. So, the atmosphere with the quality of play we're playing against, albeit not in a great team, but they're still great players. It's 11 that play for Chelsea tonight. The experience of PSG and Milan and Dortmund, that'll definitely help us tonight. And I think, that could be the difference between us winning and losing the game. Yeah,
absolutely. Apparently, I have a... What the hell was that? Cockeyed Cyclops saying I have a stretched head. Do I have a stretched head, Billy?
I don't think so.
well, being cockeyed, maybe you're looking at a very strange looking me. I'm not so sure about that. Clarky says, why is the chat in black, or is it my tablet? And why is... Oh, fuck off, Clarky. It's a T-shirt, for God's sake. Get a grip, people. Get a grip. Right, let's get this stream on, and let's see if we'll level Billy, because I'm just getting the Chelsea team up.
Yeah. Well, I've just gone to Newcastle now.
Oh, you're ahead of me then.
Yeah.
Let me see if I'll change to the other one, Billy, and I'll see where we are on that one.
What's the ratio on your camera?
So I have got a fat head. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's what people are saying in the chat. I mean, it doesn't. I can't see it on from here.
Dear me. I really don't know. I really don't know. This is starting to piss me off, Billy, to be honest. I'm going to go for one more change, and then that's it. I can't be asked anymore. There.
Yes, I think that's done it.
Okay.
You got your black borders back now.
Well, they'll have to stay there until I sort out the ratios on OBS, because it's pissing me off. So the black borders will stay. Black for Newcastle, Billy.
100%. That's what I said earlier when I was trying to stop you from doing it before.
Right. I am now just looking at, well, I'm not sure who that Chelsea player is.
Well, I'm looking at Chino Livramento, giving him a high five, so I'm a little bit ahead of you.
Oh, for God's sake.
Well, I'm watching it through. Well, you know what I'm going to say.
Yeah. Right, I'm watching Newcastle United players high-five each other now.
You're about 10 seconds behind me. I've got Poch and Eddie Howe having a nice, and Jason Tyndall having a nice, long, warm, friendly conversation.
Oh, bollocks, man. Honestly. Well, Billy, you'll have to do your usual then pause. I mean, that's all right, isn't it? Just pause for 10 seconds.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'm seeing Poch have his conversation now. Jason Tyndall's always there, isn't he? Red Carl says, please can we all pray together so we don't get any more fecking injuries tonight?
Yes, I agree with that.
100%. 110%.
Lots of blue seats on the show, I've got to say.
Yeah, I noticed that. So, Billy, if you just pause when you go to kick off, matey.
Or just have done.
All right, okay.
And Don Goodman's on commentary, which means it's going to be very pro-Chelsea, folks. So turn your
very pro-Chelsea. So, yeah, turn the twat off. Turn him off immediately.
A Mackham twat.
Yes. Get him off. Have you? Were you at kick off there, Billy?
Yeah, it's just kicked off. Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
All right, okay. If you just pause your TV to say, right, we're underway, and then you'll be in sync with me and Billy. Chelsea are kicking the game off, and we're underway. So here we go. Chelsea, Newcastle United, Carabao Cup quarter-final. Who will come through it? God, I hope it's us, Billy.
100%. Yeah, it's a big game, isn't it?
It certainly is. And we've got a super chat in from Time Lord Boris. Thank you for your $4.99. He says, just imagine what Eddie could have done with Chelsea spending this year. Doesn't bear thinking about, Billy.
It doesn't.
Anyway, Chelsea have the ball with Raheem Sterling going at Emil Kraft early doors. Miley comes to help him. Back to Gallagher. And Chelsea now spread it around. Caicedo knocks it across. Down into the penalty area. That looks offside. And Jackson is indeed flagged offside. Scored a goal at the weekend, Billy Jackson. So he'll be, a little bit of confidence coming back.
He's very hit and miss, isn't he? On his day, he can be a pain to any defence, but
certainly can.
Yeah.
Edward Gorn, thank you for your 1,000 yen. He says, come on, we can do it. How are the lads?
Indeed. Chelsea have got a strip, which probably would have been a European strip in days gone by, which is different to the Premier League one, numbers and things.
Yeah, they've got a kind of, that's a weird looking, it's like the aluminium, isn't it? The badge that you get on those special Panini cards.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony Gordon caught very late there. Shocking tackle down the back of his ankle, and I think it's Caicedo. Borough, incidentally, a 1-0 up against Port Vale.
But if you're going to stop the play, you've got to give him the yellow card.
And he is getting the yellow card, and rightly so. Shocking tackle. And Caicedo was booked within the first 2 minutes of the game, Billy.
Yeah, definite deliberately ploy that.
Oh.
Yeah, VAR was in action here. We may have seen.
I think they might have had to have a look at that. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Dirty bastard.
Absolutely. 1,400 people watching, guys. Please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We are trying to hit 26,000 on this very stream tonight. And with your help, we will get there. That was shocking, Billy.
Oh, he jumped into it as well.
That slid right down the back of his left calf, down to his ankle there. That's a filthy chat. That's a sending off, that.
It is a red card. There's absolutely no doubt about it. And the referee's bottled that because it's so early in the game.
That is a disgusting tackle. Right down, scraped down the back of his calf. Shocking. Anyway, the ball's back with Lascelles now. And across to Sven Botman. Botman brings it forward. Ball inside. Not a great ball by Botman. Caught out by Caicedo. Runs at the defence. And Chelsea almost get through. And then Livramento says, where are you, Dubravka? And eventually he comes out and claims the ball.
Yeah.
But very slow to come out there. And Livramento wanted him there quicker than that, Billy.
He did indeed, yeah. He couldn't shepherd it forever because he had a player on his back. But in the end, 10 seconds after he should have been there, he came out and caught it.
Absolutely. Guys, please, no spoilers in the chat. Remember the rules. Some people can't watch it live, and I'll relying on our commentary. Do not put anything in the chat until me and Billy have commentated on it, please, or you will be thrown out of the chat. Great strength by Callum Wilson again there. And Newcastle come forward now with Almiron. Again, a good move. Almiron out to Gordon on the left. Gordon into the box. Hits a volley and it's deflected over for the first corner of the game. Blake Tucker, thank you very much for your 199. How are the lads? Good move there. Good vision by Miggy to pick out Gordon, Billy.
Yes, it's a very bright start attacking wise, isn't it, for Newcastle? Gordon had pulled away. Where's the marking? Not there. Pretty Gordon can get down a little bit earlier.
Yeah. Just bounced a little too slowly and high for him. I mean, I'll tell you what, I'd like to see if that was on target. Andrew Howe, thank you for your £2 super chat. And Peter Hughes, welcome to the Toon Review membership. Thank you for signing up. Corner to Newcastle. Right to the back post. It's far too high for everybody. Gordon will hopefully keep that in. He does indeed. It's Anthony Gordon now, midway through the Chelsea half. Ball comes high into the box, looking for Lascelles, gets his head to it, bounces to Bruno. Nice touch by Bruno across to Almiron. Back inside to Bruno now. Bruno looks to cross the ball and deflected again for a throw-in by the corner flag. Positive start from the Toon, Billy.
Very positive, yeah. Looked very threatening. Chelsea's ploy of playing four across the back with all sense of halves isn't working for them at the minute. Gordon looks very dangerous on that far side.
A lot of people in the chat very upset about that challenge from Caicedo, and I think that will be a talking point without a doubt. Kraft, lovely touch into Miley. Miley inside, nice to Almiron now. Almiron turns away from the pressure. He's got he can't lose it there, Miggy, and he's give a free kick away.
Yeah, poor play. He turned back and Kraft was ahead of him. Yeah.
Everybody was ahead of him, and he turned. But why did he turn back there? Just give the simple pass.
He wasn't expecting Kraft to go past him, I guess. But really, if he opened his eyes, you'd have seen him.
Well, Kraft is very much a get to the byline and whip across in kind of fullback.
100%.
Chelsea now with Silva back to the goalkeeper Petrovic. Dylan Richardson, thank you for a 199 super chat. He says fans full of voice and sounds like a home game. There's a lot of empty blue seats in Stamford Bridge tonight.
There is. The shed end looks half empty.
It does. But here come Chelsea now. Ball down for Jackson. Jackson into the penalty area. Botman in front of him. Jackson with a few step overs. Botman blocks, corner to Chelsea. But no way was he getting past Sven Botman there, Billy.
No, concentrated, got in front of the ball, jockeyed him, waited for him to make the first move. Couple of step overs, he weren't fooling Sven Botman there. He even tried a fake shot. He didn't fall in there either.
Yeah.
Corner to Chelsea, great defending.
God, it's good to see him back. So good to see him back. Still goalless after 6 minutes at Stamford Bridge, but a decent start for Newcastle. But Chelsea now on the attack with a corner here. In it comes. And it's come to Conor Gallagher on the end of the box. He's very unmarked and he's hit the crossbar.
Great effort.
Where was the marking? He was standing on his own. And that's going to go out for a goal kick. And, the Chelsea player gets some nice little waves from the Newcastle fans there. But what a hit by Gallagher. But where was the marking? He was completely unmarked.
Yeah, they're closing down. And, the midfielders, which in the end, Longstaff got out towards Gordon, but Yeah, he's very slow getting out to him to block. In fact, it was the centre halves that were the quickest ones there.
Yeah.
That should never be the case. It wasn't Longstaff, it was Gordon that made the effort to get in front of him.
I'm just seeing if Dubravka was beaten. I'm sorry, some people are saying he had it covered. I'm not sure. Looking at that replay, I think if that was dipping in, it would have gone in. As Bruno makes a tackle, goes out for a throw into Chelsea midway through their own half. And it's going to be Colwell to take the throw in for Chelsea. Caicedo turns away from Sean Longstaff, but a good block by Emil Kraft. And Colwell takes about 5 steps further forward with the ball than where it went out, but what the hell? And it's Badiashile now for Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea will be very wary of Newcastle's attack after being thumped at St James's Park just a few weeks ago, Billy. So they'll have that still on the mind, no doubt.
Yeah, they'll know where the threat comes from as well. That's which kind of makes that tackle from Caicedo all the more kind of perturbing. Yeah, let's see how that progresses.
Raheem Sterling takes the throw in back to Badiashile now for Chelsea. Just before the halfway line, Conor Gallagher back to Thiago Silva. Back to Badiashile. And Gallagher, good pressing by Newcastle, forcing Chelsea just to play it around the defence at the moment. And just 1-2s, but Newcastle forcing Chelsea back here, Billy.
Yeah.
As Diazy now has to go back to Petrovic in the goal. And Sean Longstaff presses him. And Petrovic kicks it straight out of play. Great play from Newcastle there because they wouldn't allow Chelsea out, Billy. And Petrovic ends up just slicing the ball out of play.
Yeah, that's known as defending from the front. Brilliant press.
Sven Botman on the ball now for Newcastle. Lovely little ball inside to Bruno. Bruno hammers a right foot ball looking for Miggy. Intercepted by Colwell, though. Well won in the air by Emil Kraft. I thought he was pushed there. Miley, great tackle. And I thought Miley was caught there by Gallagher, but the referee allows play to go on. But again, look at this press from Newcastle. Caicedo. Yep. Got to give it back to the goalkeeper. Bruno then goes into Caicedo. Colwell now for Chelsea. And in comes Miggy. Throw into Chelsea.
Excellent press.
Absolutely. Conor Gallagher, not sure what he was doing with that. Emil Kraft inside to Miley now, down the right-hand side. Lewis Miley spins, very composed, and back to Lascelles. Great bit of play there from Lewis Miley. Lascelles then goes crossfield, a beautiful ball across to Livramento on the far side. Livramento bringing it forward to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon cuts inside on his right foot. He's got Bruno in support, lays it up to Bruno in the centre circle. Out now to the right-hand side where Emil Kraft will gain some yards. Oh, Miley made a good run there. Kraft didn't see him. Miggy now cuts inside to Bruno. Bruno now gets it out to Kraft on the right. Kraft can cross the ball here. In it comes. Oh, it's low in the box. And it's bouncing around. It just fell behind Longstaff, Billy.
Yeah, very lucky where that fell. That could have fell to a on-rushing Longstaff and it'd have been a blast into it. Virtually
Longstaff's unmarked, but the ball
totally
was just behind him.
Very lucky there, Chelsea.
But that is good football from Newcastle, definitely. 10 minutes gone, goalless at Stamford Bridge, but a very positive start from Newcastle. Chelsea have hit the bar through their one real attempt, but Middlesbrough now 2-0 up at Port Vale. I think that's a simple conclusion to that game. We all expected Bury to get through that. The form they're in at the moment, as Gallagher goes back to Thiago Silva now. Out to Diazy on the right-hand side. Diazy cuts inside, gives it to Cole Palmer, who's had a quiet start to this game.
Good.
Back to Petrovic. He launches one into the night sky again. Emil Kraft goes up with Colwell. Colwell wins it very well. Lascelles does well, though, to hold off Raheem Sterling. Back to Dubravka, who then launches one forward. Lascelles again. Nice calm play by Lascelles there. Took a touch, brought it down, and back to his goalkeeper. And then out by Dubravka to Kraft. Kraft inside to Miley. Miley does really well to bring that ball down there. And he's got it forward towards Miggy. But Colwell intercepts inside to Jackson. But there is Bruno. Bruno's touch is dodgy, but Livramento showed some great pace to get to that. And now Botman to Gordon. Gordon, bit of a missed pass, but Longstaff picks the pieces up. And now the skipper has it Lascelles. With a bit of time on the ball, looks for an option, finds Bruno. Bruno back to Jamal Lascelles. Lascelles played a ball into Wilson, who did very well, actually, to get anything on that. And it's back now with Botman. Botman to Livramento. Inside now to Longstaff. Nice bit of play by Gordon. Anthony Gordon looking for someone ahead of him, but lays it off to Longstaff. Back to Bruno. Bruno has Botman and Lascelles in support. Rolls it across to Jamal Lascelles. Inside to Miley. Miley back to Sven Botman now. Botman in a good bit of space. Plays it out to the left to Tino Livramento. Livramento back to Sven Botman. Botman in a bit of space now to bring the ball forward. And he does. Hits a left-footed ball. A cracking ball. Almost got Miggy away down the right. Colwyn intercepts.
Yeah, Lewis Miley's made 2 fantastic runs that have been ignored by long balls over the top.
Yeah, he has.
Unfortunately, not been spotted yet, but it will come.
Yeah,
Bruno.
And here is Jackson on the ball now. Lays it up to Enzo. Enzo back to Caicedo, to Gallagher, back to Badiashile now for Chelsea. Newcastle again, just hold the shape. And it's with Thiago Silva. Again, pointing where he needs the players to go. Caicedo lost track of the ball there for a second, but managed to get it back. Now out to the right-hand side to Palmer. Inside to Sterling. Back to Palmer. Chelsea coming down the right-hand side now. Palmer rolls it into Jackson. Just outside the penalty area on the right-hand side. Back to Cole Palmer. Palmer inside to Caicedo now. Chelsea just outside the penalty area. Caicedo again. Diazi's in support. Cole Palmer cuts back inside on his left. Back to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher rolls it across to Colwell. Colwell in turn to Enzo. Back to Conor Gallagher. Chelsea looking for the killer pass here. Long ball out to the right-hand side to Diazi. And Disazi now tries to get to the byline. Does get to the byline. Good defender by Livramento. And the second corner of the game now to Chelsea.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a goal kick. I thought he'd beat Livramento there, actually. He just sliced it out, but obviously not.
Yeah. Newcastle do have a height advantage in there, though, Billy. I mean, Chelsea have some big men. Certainly, I mean, Badiashile is a big bloke, but looking at the way they're lining up, we've got some tall blokes who can head the ball quite well.
They've got 4 centre-halves in there, which is kind of worrying for me, I've got to say.
Yeah.
I mean, Kraft on Disazi is a little bit of a mismatch, but we shall see.
Ever so slightly, yeah. They take a short one, and it comes to Sterling. Sterling's cross, headed in. Good header by, I believe that's Lewis Miley getting it away, and it's gone for a throw into Chelsea right by the corner flag. Good defending from the youngster again. Gets a little nod of approval from Bruno there. Disazi wanted to take that very, very quickly, but nobody was waiting apart from Sterling now. Back to Disazi. He rolls it back to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher in turn goes back to Badiashile. Forward again. Now that's a good ball into Cole Palmer on his left foot. Plays it out wide for Disazi again. In comes the cross. There's nobody in the box for Chelsea. It comes all the way to Colwell. And Colwell plays it back. And, well, a bad touch by Caicedo. Callum Wilson's on his... He's going through everybody. Callum Wilson. It's still Callum Wilson! It's 1-0! And that is incredible! From Callum Wilson! He had a bit of luck from Rick O'Shea, but that is a tremendous run from Callum. Grab your granny. It's bingo time! What a goal, Billy! What a goal!
Well, it's just a catalogue of errors. Wilson picks up in his own half. He's going at 3 defenders. Weak as piss from Badiashile and I think it's Thiago Silva.
Yeah, they're both messing up. But what a finish!
The keeper stood there, Transvictor's line, Dubravka-esque. And Callum Wilson ain't missing from there, one-on-one with the keeper.
This is awful defending from Thiago Silva first, then Badiashile. What is he trying to do? And then Wilson, what an accomplished finish that is on the outside of the boot.
It is.
And Newcastle United are 1-0 up at Chelsea. Awful defending, but you have to say that is an accomplished finish from Callum Wilson.
And that's got to be the first time he scored a goal going from his own half, I've got to say. Callum Wilson.
Wow. He showed amazing pace there, by the way.
He did indeed. And what a fantastic finish the outside of his right boot. Outstanding.
So Newcastle lead 1-0. The goal timed at just over 15 minutes. And, well, to be honest, I think we've deserved that. We've had a good start. We've looked positive. Now it's all up to Chelsea now, Billy, and that might favour us again.
Absolutely, they've got to come out of it now, haven't they? And it's going to leave gaps. It's going to leave our pace men some space. I think could be a fantastic night this for us if we can maintain this form.
Tickle my tonsils with a Christmas log. Newcastle lead at Stamford Bridge by a 1-0. Sterling can't get through Emil Kraft. Kraft just plays it out, throw into Chelsea. Gallagher takes, back to Colwill. And that's exactly what we needed, Billy, the first goal, because the way Chelsea's confidence is, it ain't great as Dubravka comes off his line in front of Cole Palmer and takes the ball. Rolled out now to the left to Livramento. Up the line to Anthony Gordon. Livramento again. Just checks back, cuts back inside. Livramento, he's got Gordon in support. Here is Anthony Gordon, very tight to the touchline. Chelsea, Disasi wins it back and lays it into Conor Gallagher. George, thank you for a £5 super chat. He says, wow, what a run by Wilson. Toon. Indeed. Badiashile now across to Thiago Silva. To Caicedo in the centre circle. Back to Silva. Newcastle now, Billy, in a way, they don't need to push themselves. They just need to play football. Play accomplished football.
Yeah, let the ball do the work now and, let them run the bollocks off trying to chase it. That's the way to play this game now.
Yep. I mean, they can have all the possession they want here, Billy, in the centre of the pitch. It doesn't matter. Knock it around, little passes. Newcastle will just sit.
I mean, surely Chelsea have some fullbacks in the team that they haven't got to play 4 centre backs. I don't understand that tactic at all. They're not Man City, for God's sake.
Not the amount of players they've got as well, Billy. You would think that, assuming all the players that they have available to them, they've got fullbacks.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Anyway, it's almost on the halfway line now with Thiago Silva for Chelsea. Rolls it across to Badiashile. Slightly overhit, actually, but there's no Newcastle player there because they're just sitting in now and saying to Chelsea, right, come on to us.
Yeah, the press is important. I think what someone said there, Chul says, we do need to keep pressing. Make them force errors out of them. Great tackle.
Great tackle by Livramento on Cole Palmer. He wanted a free kick. He's not getting it.
Wilson
Wilson now. Anthony Gordon he just couldn't take it in his stride. And across comes Thiago Silva. But again, Chelsea's defence looks wide open.
Yeah, there's goals here for Gordon and Miggy. If they can time the runs right and the passes right, then there's goals for them in this game. Absolutely.
There's openings bigger than Dutch Hooker's legs on that pitch right now in that Chelsea defence, Billy.
Indeed.
Here's Thiago Silva again. Again, he's looking for an outlet pass, and there's just black and white shirts marking up, being very professional. Long ball forward by Petrovic in goal. And again, Kraft deals with Raheem Sterling. But it comes to Colwill now. Colwill down the line. In again goes Emil Kraft with a brilliant tackle. They're not giving Chelsea, they're getting that final third, and we're on them, Billy. But now Raheem Sterling. Miggy comes back, and so does Miley. Back to Caicedo now. Across to Gallagher. Gallagher back to Caicedo. Back again to Badiashile, who rolls it across to Thiago Silva. Down the line to Disasi. Disasi back inside again for Conor Gallagher. And the longer this goes on, Billy, the more frustrated the Chelsea fans are going to be because they're having plenty of the ball, but that's Newcastle's tactics.
Yeah, and another thing with this full centre-half thing is the full-backs might push on, but they haven't got the qualities to get the ball in the box, have they? So, it's a double-edged sword for me, this fourth centre-back kind of ploy.
Yeah, absolutely. Nearly 2,000 watching, guys. Welcome to the Matchday Live on the Toon Review. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, as we aim to hit 26,000 tonight. Disasi brings it forward to Chelsea, inside to Cole Palmer. I think Bruno just missed that there. Caicedo now to Colwill. Colwill brings it forward. He's in shooting range, but then flicks it out to the left. I think Colwill should have shot there, but he's forced Sterling a bit too wide. Back to Caicedo now. Into Enzo. Tries a little back heel. He's getting nowhere through the cells there. This is where we need to be strong, Billy. Just so it's a little bit of pressure after the goal.
Yeah, we can catch them on the break. They're all pushing forward. If we can get a long ball over the top here, Gordon's pace could be the key to everything here.
Yep, he is Caicedo. Cole Palmer, nice bit of play from the youngster, but Newcastle win it back. Now Gordon into Wilson. Wilson, a fabulous touch and a lovely ball out to Livramento, but good defending. And it had to be from Thiago Silva, or Livramento was in on goal. Botman's giving it away. It stays in place, says the referee. Enzo now for Chelsea. Spins around from Bruno, flicks it over, looking And it's bounced. It's crazy goings on here. I thought it was a handball. I thought there was a foul. Cole Palmer has it now on the right-hand side. Tries a little jink and run. Palmer hits it. And Dubravka down to his left and smothers the ball and holds on to it.
Yeah.
Ricochet wasn't in our favour this time, Billy.
No, we had a bit of misfortune there, the way the ball bounced back to him. But, I mean, in the end, we'll let Chelsea shoot from there all night, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's unlucky. Botman tries to head it down and then it hits... I think it's Longstaff. I don't quite know what Longstaff's doing right next to Botman, like. But,
no, I thought that. It's a good effort, but well held by Dubravka.
It was going in, actually. That was... David, don't apologise for not being able to be a member, matey. It's fine. Now down the line, here is Raheem Sterling in the penalty area. Sterling against Kraft. Kraft does well. Corner to Chelsea. And this is where we need to hold out here. Chelsea just put the pressure on a little bit now.
Well, he's just allowed Enzo Fernandez to plough through Bruno Guimaraes without giving a free kick. Ridiculous referee in there.
Devonshire, I can't put the crowd noise on because it doesn't let me on Sky, unfortunately. We're not allowed to. I would love to have the crowd, the singing in the background, but Sky doesn't give you that option online, unfortunately. So I'm sorry, mate. You just have to listen to our dulcet tones. Here is Raheem Sterling now for Chelsea. Back to Cole Palmer. In comes the cross. Dubravka's there. Thank you very much, he says. And he will hang on to it for a few seconds just to let Newcastle regroup. And balls it out to Sven Botman. Botman out now to Tino Livramento. Livramento inside to Longstaff. Back to Livramento. Brings it forward. Held onto it and lays it off to Longstaff. He loses out, though. He's got to be stronger than that against Caicedo. And in goes Miley, misses the ball. This is a good run from Conor Gallagher. Gallagher bringing Chelsea forward. Out to the right to Cole Palmer. Palmer right against the touchline. Inside again for Gallagher. Gallagher looking to get the cross in. He's got Gordon all over him. Gordon does well there. Gallagher back to Cole Palmer. Palmer to Caicedo. That's a brilliant interception by Sean Longstaff. And Newcastle now will look to break with Wilson. Wilson looks for Miggy on the right-hand side. Taken out very late. That should be a free kick to Newcastle. And the referee hasn't brought it back. That's a shocking decision.
No
Wilson
advantage.
Is furious with the referee. No advantage. And the referee doesn't blow his whistle. Didn't be playing games like that, referee. 82% possession to Chelsea since the goal, Billy.
Yeah, well, it's obviously going to be that way, isn't it? They're going to try and get back in the game as soon as possible. But we're holding out. We're looking pretty solid.
We are. Possession doesn't say everything. A lot of them have been little tiny passes between the back four and midfield. Badiashile now for Caicedo, right on the centre circle. Jackson makes a run, but he doesn't give him the ball. Conor Gallagher back to Silva. Silva out now to Disasi on the right-hand side, who plays it inside for Gallagher. Back to Silva. And this is where all the Chelsea passes have come from, Billy.
Yeah, they're trying to draw us out, and we're not doing it. We're sitting back, 2 backs of 4.
Yeah,
in front of the goalkeeper and Wilson in front of them. And if they can break us down, so be it. But at the minute, it doesn't look like they're going to. Trying to pull us out, not going to work.
No, we're not getting tempted. And you can see what Chelsea's tactics are. They are trying to pull us out, but we're just not interested. Here's Raheem Sterling inside to Caicedo. Back to Colwell. Inside again to Caicedo. Bruno just is on him, forces him back to Badiashile. And across to Thiago Silva. Back inside now to Badiashile. To Caicedo. It's all just in the midfield at the minute. Now a ball forward to Colwell. Kraft comes across. And doesn't let him go anywhere. Back to Caicedo. Inside to Gallagher. Gallagher turns, looks to the right-hand side. Finds Thiago Silva. Silva now brings it forward again for Chelsea. As Fulham have gone a goal up against Everton. And here is Livramento now for Newcastle to Anthony Gordon. Pushed over by Sterling, and this time a free kick finally given to Newcastle United. 26 minutes gone. It is still Newcastle leading by a goal to nil. We're just seeing the goal again here, Billy. And Wilson got on his bike, and to be fair, he's barged his way through and forced errors. But the finish was absolutely delightful.
Phenomenal. Badiashile, Christ almighty. I mean, we scouted him in the summer, didn't we? As one of our potential signings.
Yeah.
Weak as piss.
Yeah.
Weak as piss. And Wilson looked quick, of course, because he was running against Thiago Silva, who I'd look quick against, to be fair.
Really, Billy? Who knows, mate? Who knows? All we do know is Newcastle are leading.
Oh, dear, don't piss about there.
What the hell? He's put his flag up for there. Well, he's given offside against Jackson, Billy, when Botman had the ball. So
Yeah, mental.
What are the officials doing?
Well, it was a good decision because Jackson decided to press, didn't he? And put him in
There's
there.
another late foul with the referees played on, and
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon's pass is shocking. He needs to improve a little bit, Gordon. His passing's been a bit off.
I mean, the reason why the linesman flagged so late, Kendo, is because he was pressurising Botman and there was no advantage from the offside.
Yeah. Long ball forward looking for Jackson, and Lascelles wins it. The Kraft slips, though. That allows Raheem Sterling to get the ball. Sterling runs at Emil Kraft. Bruno comes across. That's good play by Chelsea. Into the box, and Raheem Sterling is inches away. I thought at one stage... Go on, Billy.
Emil Kraft caught ball watching there. He watched the ball and didn't go with Sterling. That's what he should have done. But it was a good bit of play from Raheem Sterling. Really close to the far post with his shot.
Yeah. Just tried to bend it into the far... Well, it's it's about a yard wide eventually, but it looked when it left his foot. He tried to wrap his foot round it and just guide it into the bottom corner. It goes wide in the end, but that's positive for Chelsea, and that's what we don't want to give them, any positives like that.
Yeah, Kraft got caught out there defensively. You have to say it. He was ball watching. He didn't follow the run at all, and Sterling passed it and went for the 1-2, simple 1-2. Should have been defended well. Wasn't.
Yeah, we need to get a little bit of a foothold, Billy. So since the goal, it's literally been all Chelsea.
Yeah, we've left space in there as well.
We have Gallagher's bursting into the box here. Conor Gallagher to the byline, pulls it back. No. Raheem Sterling!
Great save.
Great save, Dubravka! And then Bruno screams at the crowd. What's Bruno doing there?
Referee!
Hey!
Fuck off, ref, with your bullshit!
This is unbelievable. He says play on to Chelsea as if it was a Newcastle foul. You utter buffoon.
Absolute nonsense by the referees. Literally, might as well put a fucking...
I hope you choke on a pig in blanket, you bell end. Shocking decision. But Dubravka made the save there, Billy, and Bruno turned around to scream at the Newcastle fans.
Well, he wants more voices, doesn't he, obviously?
Well, I know that, but the ball was still in play.
Sterling's the threat, as I said earlier. Sterling's going to be the threat.
Yep. Absolutely. Chelsea having all of the ball at the minute. We just need to get back on the ball like we were in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know why that goal's... Since the goal, we've just sat back. And Kraft's ball is straight back to Conor Gallagher. It's all Chelsea right now as Colwell has the ball just over the halfway line. I don't understand why we've changed, Billy, since we scored.
That's very odd. Well, obviously they're going to press us, but we're panicking a little bit. A bit of 6 and 7s at the back.
Here's Caicedo now, inside to Conor Gallagher. Gallagher brings it forward, and again, he looks to Sterling on the left-hand side, but finds Enzo. Enzo's got Sterling inside of him. Enzo now down the line to Raheem Sterling. Sterling is running against Miggy Almiron. Sterling back to Enzo now for Chelsea. Enzo has to go back again to Colwell, across to Badiashile. Badiashile and turn across to Silva. Midway through the Newcastle half. Out wide now to Disasi. Disasi turns, goes back to Silva. Inside to Caicedo. Caicedo now back to Badiashile, back to Colwell. Now outside again. Sorry, mate?
We're defending very deep now.
We are.
And 2 banks of forward, 1 in front. There's now 1 bank of 4 and a bank of 5. There's no one to aim the ball out to if we do win it back.
Yeah, we kind of lost our discipline a little bit here, Billy. And it's a little bit worrying, but we're still 1-0 up. That's the main thing. But the referee's had a shocker, it's fair to say, in the first half an hour.
Well, he has, yeah.
I mean, Caicedo should have seen red. It was a disgusting tackle, that. You can't put your studs down to the back of somebody's calf and not be deemed a dangerous foul. I mean, it's shocking. Well, Brozia's coming on from Chelsea.
Yeah, they've obviously spotted something that, strange change. It really is. But obviously they're thinking Sterling's got them, the beating of Kraft down here, and they want someone to aim crosses at.
Yeah.
Interesting to see who comes off, unless I've got an injury, of course.
Well, is it Jackson? I don't see anybody limping, to be honest, Billy, but Brozia is coming on. And it's for Enzo.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that means 4-4-2 for Chelsea, Billy, as somebody's gone down for Newcastle holding the groin. I didn't see who that was there.
No, I didn't.
Who's that with a goatee?
Is it Callum? Is it Lascelles? It's Bruno.
It's Bruno.
He may have got one in the taters when he blocked that shot.
Yeah, maybe. We're just seeing the shot here from Sterling. That brilliant save by Dubravka. But look, while the ball, look at Bruno.
That's why he's shouting at the crowd, 'cause he's blocked it. I think he might have got him in the taters.
Oh, it did. Oh, it did. So that's a painful one, Billy.
Yeah, luckily his missus is already pregnant, so.
Yeah. So it wasn't actually a save by Dubravka, it was a block by Bruno.
I think he had it covered, though, to be fair to Dubravka. Behind him.
And
Have a ball
looking for Brozier again, and he's not quick enough to keep that in though. But we need to get a grip here. I wish it was half time now, and Eddie can get the guys back in, because we know that Eddie Howe's team talks during the here we are again, just seeing that Sterling opportunity. What a block that is by Bruno, and to keep his hands out the way at the same time, Billy. Yeah, Dubravka says, let's celebrate and get on with it.
They've gone 4-3-3 now, of course. Sterling.
Bruno's definitely got sore plums, Billy.
Absolutely.
He's definitely struggling with his plum area.
Yes, indeed. He can make a Christmas pudding out of him, I imagine, at the minute.
Oh, dear. Oh. Guys, please do subscribe to the channel, bottom right-hand corner. We really want to try and hit 26,000 subscribers tonight as Chelsea come forward again. Jackson to Sterling. Sterling now running at Lascelles. Inside to Brozier. Plays the 1-2. Sterling, and he's dived in the box again. And he doesn't even get a yellow card. That is absolute bullshit.
Just pushed Miggy off the ball as well. No free kick. It's a scandalous refereeing.
And Kraft thrown to the crowd now as well. And he still doesn't give a fucking foul. What is he doing?
It's blatant corruption in front of your eyes, this. He's letting him get away with murder.
Sterling clips one over the top. Livramento comes across and deals with it. How is there no foul there?
Well, there's about 3 or so. He'll give one for that. There you go. He's giving it straight away.
Oh, my God!
You fucking wanker. You fucking corrupt Australian prick.
That is shocking. That is shocking. Disgusting refereeing. Jesus Christ.
One good thing for Bruno, at least he'll be good at carol singing, no?
I hope it thunders and Thor's hammer falls right on his bollocks. I really do. Twat. Here's Colwell for Chelsea. Down the line again for Jackson this time. Jackson back to Colwell. 34 minutes gone. Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. Callum Wilson on 15 minutes. As now it's brought forward, Caicedo plays it into Raheem Sterling, who looks to have now been given a free roll, Billy.
Yeah.
Shock and dive in the box as well, by the way. He just bumped into Lascelles and went down like he'd been shot by a cannon. Ridiculous, man.
Go on, Lewis.
Good play by Miley. Bruno gets in there as well. We just can't get the break at the minute.
Keep pressing.
Rick O'Shea's all over it. And it's back now with Petrovic in goal. That gives us a little bit of a breather here. We just need to get a foothold in the game. Remember, guys, no spoilers in the chat. Oh, that's a terrible pass by Badiashile. And Miggy can't make the most of that. It's come to Bruno.
He's going for a kick. You fucking wanker. You fucking corrupt fucking convict.
What the hell is that for?
Fucking prick.
Didn't be smiling, ref. I'll knock it right out of your face. What a This is the dive from... let's have a look. Look at that.
Looking at lines.
How is he not booked for that, Billy?
Fucking disgraceful. Disgraceful.
Oh, no, I'm not happy with this, Billy. This referee is absolutely shocking. Every tackle Newcastle are making, he's blown his whistle. Brozier now for Chelsea. Turns, gets over the halfway, and that's gone out of play. You muppets. Kraft gets on with it quickly to Almiron. Almiron looks for help. There's not really anybody there. And Caicedo, Miggy wanted a free kick. You're not going to get it, Sunshine. You're not going to get it from this bell end. As Raheem Sterling now down the right-hand side in a foot race with Botman. Botman comfortably back to Dubravka. Dubravka now forward, straight out of play. But up by the halfway line, Gordon had come far too deep. Ian McKenna says, moaning like Arteta. Ian, bugger off, will you? Moaning like Arteta. Are you watching the game? It's absolutely unbelievable the amount of fouls that Chelsea have got away with here. Christ almighty. But I can't understand anybody making a comment like that. Jared Gillett, me arse. That's a good interception from Livramento now. Livramento brings it over the halfway line. Sterling in pursuit of him. DeSarzi also in front of Livramento, but he's still got it as Livramento. Gets it back to Anthony Gordon. Gordon inside now to Bruno. And at last we get a bit of a few touches on the ball.
Yeah, modicum of control now. Yeah, this is what we want.
Yeah. Kraft to Almiron. Almiron to Bruno. Bruno in a little bit of space.
Great ball.
Beautiful ball out to the left-hand side to Anthony Gordon now. Gordon running at DeSarzi. Gordon cuts inside on his right foot. Heavy touch. He's been poor tonight, Anthony Gordon, Billy.
Yes, he has. He's probably played too many minutes, hasn't he?
Yeah. He doesn't look right yet. It's a break for Chelsea. That's got to be offside. Brozier is offside. And that won't count for Chelsea. And he's saying no. Shut up, you big chin, Jimmy Hill looking fucker. Honestly.
Well, if he's standing outside, his chin would be offside, wouldn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah, it's for frigging ski slope on the bottom of his face. He's miles off.
What a tosser. Nice finish, mine, but everyone has stopped playing, you stupid prick.
Honestly. I mean, look, I think if we get through till half-time, Billy, and sort of regroup at half-time, because we're just all out of the shop at the minute. Gordon doesn't look right for me at all. He's given the ball away so many times, which is certainly not like him. He just looks sort of, I don't know, not devoid of confidence, but he just looks tired. Yeah, that's good pressing by Miggy, and he wins the ball back. And of course, it's a throw into Chelsea. Of course it is. Of course it is.
Dear me.
Look at the referee saying, calm down. It's his fault that the Newcastle players are frigging irate, you twat. Honestly.
Oh, you jumping
Miley
twat.
comes in again. The ricochet goes Chelsea's way. Oh, and again, Kraft miscontrols it. And Nicholas Jackson now runs across the field. He's held off Emil Kraft. And Chelsea break now with Jackson down the line to Sterling. Sterling plays it back now to DeSarzi, to Silva. Silva inside to Cole Palmer. Palmer back to Silva.
No press now. Look, Wilson's literally jogging now.
Yep. Conor Gallagher. This is a big test for us now to hang on till half time, and then we can get a bit of regrouping done. Badiashile now across on the halfway line to Silva. Silva brings it forward again, looking for that through ball, but it's not available. Sterling touches out to DeSarzi. Back to Raheem Sterling. Botman's come across. That's a foul! Yes!
The linesman didn't give it. Obviously, the referee wouldn't do it.
Well, of course, he didn't see it because he's a blind motherfucker. But, 5.5 minutes to half time. It is still Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. Emil Kraft is now down injured.
The way he's played the past 5 or 10 minutes, though, that won't be a bad thing if you have to go off because he's been a bit shaky, I've got to say.
I mean, yeah.
His touch has been a bit weak and, ball watching and things like that. I wouldn't mind seeing Kieran come on.
I'd like to see maybe swapping Almiron and Gordon over, Billy, for a while.
Yeah. Why not? Trippiers going to get warmed up, which is...
that doesn't look good, does it, for Emil Kraft? I mean, he's sending Dan Burn out there as well.
Yeah, I'd much rather see Trippier, I've got to be honest. Of course, Dan Burn is an option. Put him on left back and Tino back over to right back, but...
I mean, let's not forget, though, Billy, as well, that Trippier did have an injury. It wasn't just... I know he was suspended, but he was injured as well in that game at Tottenham.
Go on.
And again, Ricochet bouncing, and now it comes to Wilson. Wilson to Miggy on the right-hand side. Miggy stops, turns, gives it back to Bruno. It's blocked, and Chelsea come away with the ball, do they? No, we've won it back now with Longstaff. Back to Miggy. Oh, Miggy, that's shite. He's done well. He's won the ball back. Well played. Miggy now looks for options. Flicks it through to Kraft. Kraft to the byline. Crosses away, and it's cleared by Chelsea. And it's a Newcastle throw-in.
Yeah, they look shaky at the back, don't they? As well, look much more shaky than us. Kraft did brilliantly there, actually.
He certainly did.
Whether he's on his last legs or not, he did brilliantly there.
Oh, dear me. I mean, the ball came in. Bruno hits that. It's a very good block by Colwell, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bruno was caught late as well, but nothing given for that. Throw into Newcastle. Emil Kraft takes to Almiron. Back to Emil Kraft. Back to Almiron. Almiron now on his left peg. Just cross it, Miggy. Back to Kraft. Inside to Longstaff. And again, we lose the ball. Good play by Colwell. That's spinning away, and Chelsea win a throw. Just cross the bloody ball. It is frustrating, that, Billy, when they do that. Like, take 5 or 6 passes before they actually decide they want to cross the ball.
Well, there was 3 of them in a space of about 2 yards there, which was ridiculous, and they were never going to get anywhere with that.
Yeah.
Good pressure there this time.
Yeah, certainly is.
That's handball.
Well, that's handball.
That's handball.
How that gone to Chelsea?
He handballed out, you blind twat.
My God!
Oh, dear me.
This is absolutely unbelievable. One of the worst referees. Of course, he's going to give a free kick to Chelsea for that.
You fucking joker.
Colwell's gone down. I mean, Wilson didn't even touch him. He's having a conversation with Colwell. That's fucking unbelievable.
Right. If the mods ain't going to time him out, I'm doing it.
Who's that? Rehan?
Yep.
Swarovski. Yes. Don't try and be funny with scores, mate. Colwell now down the left for Chelsea. Inside to Caicedo. Plays it out. Back to Badiashile. Colwell. Back to Badiashile. Inside to Caicedo. He's not going to get there. And incredibly, the referee doesn't give a foul. Bruno. Oh, Wilson got in the way of it. It was a peach of a ball for Gordon.
Yeah, he did. Very unfortunate.
So frustrating.
And now they want the attack, which is...
Colwell brings it forward for Chelsea. Out wide to Brozier. Brozier does Bruno a good one there. Bloody hell. Back to Caicedo. Caicedo across to Cole Palmer. Palmer wants it on his left foot. Into Caicedo. Back to Cole Palmer.
Yeah,
Palmer. Again, the ricochet is not going us. It's Brozier now for Chelsea. He has to go back to Colwell. Colwell now to Cole Palmer. Palmer looking to try and get the ball in. He can't. Caicedo now. Caicedo back onto his right foot. And he swings it out wide now for Raheem Sterling on the right-hand side. Sterling up against Livramento. Livramento sticking with him, but Sterling gets the cross in. Brozier tries to come across. The ball bounces again. Gallagher hits a very weak shot, and Botman lashes it away.
Yeah, could go anywhere, that, couldn't it? It's edge of the seat stuff, this.
Edge of the seat. My ass hair is tingling, Billy. It's unbelievable. Disasi now on the right-hand side for Chelsea. Inside the final minute of the first half. Before we see how much...
20 minutes, probably.
The absolute knob of a referee adds on.
Well, there's been no stoppages, has there?
No.
Maybe Gordon. But I think he got up straight away.
Raheem Sterling. Inside now to Jackson. It's a terrible effort. And Chelsea get a corner from it, though.
Ooh!
Wee-hee! It was good shutting down by Lascelles again. But we're coming up to 45. We just need to hold out here to half-time.
3
minutes of additional time.
A bit excessive for me, that, I've got to say.
Well, I don't know where he's got 3 minutes from, but never mind. It's going to be Cole Palmer to take the corner for Chelsea. In swinger it comes, headed away very well by Sean Longstaff. A very high ball back into the box. Why isn't the goalkeeper coming?
He didn't stop, didn't he?
Chris Butcher, thank you very much for your 199 super chat. He says, can we please replace Miggy in January? A lot of people saying in the chat, Billy, they're disappointed that Miggy didn't take that opportunity on his right in the box when he cut back. He's never going to shoot from there, though. He's not confident enough on his right foot to shoot. Tyndall and Eddie Howe in heavy conversation. Of course, Eddie Howe, 100 games in charge for Newcastle, and he's won 50 of them.
Outstanding.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, brilliant, Wilson.
Oh, Wilson again, giving Badiashile a rough time, but to be fair to the defender, he did well and cleared the ball, but only as far as Emil Kraft. That's a foul. That is a foul.
I think he's give it. No,
oh, bollocks, man. Oh, I'm sick of this referee, Billy. I am absolutely sick of him. He's been dreadful.
He's not even making any kind of... He's not even hiding it, is he?
Look, he's given free... What the fuck? Hey,
Oh, dear
something's not right here, Billy, man. Something's not right
Mm.
here.
Yeah, it's been outrageously poor, hasn't he?
Oh, just unbelievable, man.
I think Tim Lovejoy's fucking got into an Australian's fucking mask and come on as referee, it.
Yeah.
Or David Mellor.
David Mellor. Oh, well, here's Caicedo in the centre circle for Chelsea. Just over a minute left of additional time in the first half. Colwell bombing forward. Kraft comes across and wins the ball.
Left his foot in there.
He's hurt again.
Left his foot in there.
John, never tell me to calm down on a watch along, mate. It just doesn't happen. As Miggy goes to Emil Kraft. Jackson's telling Kraft to get up. Move away, you bell end. In comes Lascelles. He'll knock you straight out, sunshine.
He's left his foot in there. I'm pretty sure of it. We'll see here.
Oh, he did. His left foot, Billy.
Yeah, he did.
Look at this.
Yeah, definitely.
That's two sendings off. Two red cards that Chelsea should have had.
I bet
and he hasn't even booked him for that one.
I bet they get the throw in. I bet they're even a free kick for this.
That's a disgraceful challenge. And still Jackson's in there. What the fuck has he got to do with it all?
I don't know. He thinks he's a smooth criminal, I guess.
That was an awful tackle by Colwell. And, this is a joke. There should have been two red cards in this first half.
Are we getting a free kick for this? We should be.
No, we're not. Of course we're not.
Outrageous. That's a horrific tackle. It really is. No, it's not. Absolutely disgusting.
He's given a throw to Chelsea. Absolutely disgusting. Fuck off, referee. Anyway, the 3 minutes are up now, but obviously he's going to play on until Chelsea score. Oh, Martin, get off your line, man.
Yeah,
it was a terrible finish by Brozier.
Fucking disgusting goalkeeping there.
Why is Dubravka not coming for it?
Yeah, he got lucky there. He got lucky.
He's offside, I think, anyway. Well,
he didn't flag it. Yeah. He has flagged it.
Oh, did he? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he has. Good linesman.
But Dubravka should be out there. But this is disgusting, Billy. This is absolutely disgusting. There's been 2 red cards in this first half, and he still doesn't blow for half-time. But I think a bit more pressure on this Chelsea defence, Billy. We can get some goals.
Yeah, I'm sure Eddie Howe would have seen that as well. I mean, we've got them pending at the minute. They've got away now, but that should be the end of it now. Ref, you've played like a minute and a half over.
And still we go on.
And now we won the attack.
Oh, and of course, there you go. No, he's blown for half-time. Well.
Obviously,
what an absolutely useless referee.
Yeah, he's been a piss poor, hasn't he? Really has. Been shockingly fucking biased.
Half-time at Stamford Bridge. It is good news for Newcastle. I think we've forgotten that we're still leading this game here, Billy. It's 1-0 to Newcastle at half-time. What's your half-time thoughts, matey?
Yeah, we did really well the first 10, 15 minutes. Got the goal. Fantastic persistence from Callum Wilson to break through their back four, really. I mean, shocking from Badiashile. Thiago Silva backing off. Didn't have the pace. Fantastic finish, though. And since then, Chelsea have really pushed us. And at times, we've defended really on our back foot. And it's been a seat of our pants at times. But we look very dangerous when we go forward because they look shaky as hell at the back. And if we can get another goal, which is possible, because I think they do look shaky. And I think if we press them well, then there's chances for us to get another goal. Yeah, no, Lascelles hasn't been absolutely shocking at all. Although I know you've got a bit of a thing against him.
How's Lascelles been shocking?
That's an outrageous comment.
Wow. Billy, I'll be back in 2 seconds, bud.
Okie dokie. Let's do a few comments then. I'm sure it's going to be against the ref. I'd be interested to see how much the ref gets in the transatlantic bank transfer, absolutely. Jam says that's a bit unfair. There's no way Dubravka was going to get that. Thank goodness he stayed in his net. Well, he was offside anyway, so it didn't matter. The ref has been asked, says Matt, he has indeed. Chelsea fan as ref. How? Well, I'm not sure he's a Chelsea fan, but he's acting like one for sure. That's for certain. He's been horrific. The ref's been shocking tonight, says Daffyd. How much does it cost to pay one off that much? Who knows? We're doing well against 12 men, to be fair, says Kenzie. Brian says, direct you angle at the ref. Dubs did good then. Yeah, he could have come out and claimed it before it got to him, though. That's the point. he kind of was stuck to his line, as is his wont. But to be fair to him, he was in the right place at the right time, and he was also offside. Crap at holding the ball, says Ross. Yes. Tyndall needs to go scare the ever-loving hell out of this ref. Yeah, that might be a good plan. Get some kind of sense into him. I'll take it, beer and read for top up, says Barney. Well, I can't believe I've said that, but I'll just have. Wonder what the ref will think if he watches this back. Shocking performance. He probably doesn't think it is. Dubs has done well, says Dean. He's kept a clean sheet, so we can't kind of criticise him for that. Of course we can't. We are so lucky to be winning it, says Jazz. We've lived on the seat of our pants a few times, but they look shaky at the back as well. Miggy and Gordon need shaking into life, says Ross. Yes, I think you're right. But I think we need to get the ball over the top, let them win onto it. That's the point of it. Ayrton says Newcastle United have made a great start. Indeed. Don says this ref's complete shit-out. Yet again, our players get no protection from the officials. I agree with that. Southern Geordie says this ref is a joke. And Level 7 Dave, nice to see you in the chat, mate. He says the ref is Jared Gillett. He is indeed, mate. Blatantly corrupt, this ref says Rach. He is blatantly corrupt, you're right.
I'm back. I've been for a wardrobe change, Billy. There you go. I'm not taking any more flack for wearing blue. No way. And joining us right now is Mr. Stato. Good evening.
Evening. How we doing?
Not too bad. Ronald Turnbull, thank you for £5 super chat. He says that ref is an a-hole. Toon playing very well against 11+1. Alex, what's your thoughts?
I agree with half of that. I think we've been bad and the ref's been bad.
Bad? The ref's been bad. He's been...
Yeah, it's one of the worst refereeing performances of the season, in my opinion. I think we've been rather unlucky with the ricochets. I would say, obviously, one of the ricochets got us a goal, which is brilliant. However, they're quite fortunate that everything is bobbling to a blue shirt. There's phases where they've pushed us physically, not side to side, shoulder to shoulder. They've pushed in front 5 or 6 times in a row. Callum does it once, instant free kick. He is shocking beyond belief. However, we're also being a bit too respectful of them. We're sitting off a bit too much.
Yeah, we sat off when we scored. We scored the goal and then we've sat off.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit too naive. I think every time we do this in a match, Eddie Howe does normally come out and say we went too deep. So I think he'll be saying the same thing. I think it's too deep. I think, yeah, fine. We don't need to go and be super open and expansive and leave ourselves open for attack. But at the same time, we need more of the ball. It's, we're opening ourselves up for constant bombardment here. And, give them 20 or 30 goes, they'll get through eventually. So we need to make sure we retain the ball a bit better.
Andy Magpie Watson, thank you for your £2 super chat. He says, Paul's giving his top to the ref. Hey, listen, he's been stinking. There's no other way to describe that referee's performance. Just stinking. But, I'm just seeing Callum's goal again, Alex. And, yes, he got the ricochets, but the finish was just perfect, wasn't it? Just outside the boot, curled it around the goalkeeper.
Oh, a very cheeky finish. Outside of the right boot, when you would expect him to try and open up, hit it with the inside of his left foot and curl it around the keeper. And I think that was what the goalkeeper was expecting. Signs of an elite striker. Well, I say elite striker. Okay, elite finisher. I think elite finisher is very fair. He's got one of the highest conversion rates in the Premier League. He's been a good goal scorer for a long time. So in terms of an elite finisher, I think that's fair to state. And he demonstrated exactly that. If any young strikers watching that, 9 times out of 10, they'll expect open the body up, left-footed curler, and he did something completely different, and it was brilliant.
Right. Now they're just they're looking at that Caicedo yellow card on 2 minutes, Alex. That is a red. It's a red card. It's right down the back of his calf.
Yeah, so there's a few things that need to be brought up. Sterling should have been booked for diving for Jamal Lascelles just standing him up. I don't think Jamal even moved at all. And Sterling's
the more
on the floor.
I see that one on Anthony Gordon is a horror tackle. It's shocking.
It's absolutely disgraceful. If there was VAR, that would have been a sending off. It should have been a red all day long. Nothing that Chelsea have done has been particularly impressive. The Conor Gallagher early hit on the crossbar. If you watch it again, Dubravka was there Monday to Friday, twice at the weekend. He was always going to get that with his left glove. Go and watch it again. He was never getting beaten. The other close shot as well with Sterling went wide past the post. If you watch it again, Dubravka had it covered all day long. If it was going to
that one now on Sky, actually,
there is no issue with either. So they've not had anything clear cut at all. Again, that opportunity came from Kraft slipping. So it wasn't through anything that they created themselves. That was through just somebody slipping. And they've been shocking. There've been a lot of horrible little niggly fouls. Jackson should have been booked. He's trying to pick Kraft off the floor for no reason when he's clearly in pain. He's hurt. Leave him alone. You don't know what's wrong with him. You're an opposition play. You don't even know the boy. Probably never played against him in his life. Just leave him alone. He should have been booked for that. And then he's piping up. He's not the captain. He's trying to give it sorts with Jamal Lascelles. Caicedo should be off. Sterling should be in the book. Jackson should be in the book.
Colwood should be off.
Well, Cole, what did he do? Oh, what, for the little stampy thing he did?
Yeah, it was a red card.
It's poor from Chelsea. The referee needs to be braver. Again, I thought he'd set a precedent with the early yellow card, and then he just went to absolute pot. Everything. It was nonsense. Miggy got dragged to the ground with his shirt, and they gave the free kick to Chelsea. There was several situations where I was expecting the free kick, and then he blew it the other way. I completely shocked. However, if we need to talk about us as well. 3 or 4 opportunities on the counter attack that we've not taken. Gordon's been a little bit sloppy in the final third. We need to make sure we retain the ball a bit better as well, especially with those counter attacks, because Chelsea are not up for it today. Their heads are gone. They're just putting in silly challenges. There's a couple of them trying to make things happen, but they're gone. They don't look like a cohesive unit. If we can knit together 3 or 4 good passes in a counter-attack, we can get a bit more possession in the second half. I don't see why we can't put 2, 3, 4 more goals past them. They look leaky as anything.
Yep. I think there's so many more goals in this for us. I really do. A few super chats have come in. Ian McKenna, thank you for £2. He says, just as a reminder, we are winning. That's what I said at half time, though. We are winning. And Andrew Howe, any relation to our great manager? Thank you for your £2. And he says, the ref is a joke, sack him. He's one of the worst around, Jared Gillett. He really is. I mean, the more I see this guy, referee, the more I think he's utterly, utterly shambolic. And, there's nothing else anyone can say. Do we foresee any changes at half-time, or does Eddie leave it, Billy?
And if Kraft is injured, maybe Trippier for him, but apart from that, I think he'll leave it for at least 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, I think we need to get back on our front foot again, because they're dreadful at the back, aren't they? And if we can use our pace against their centre-half full-backs, I can see us getting another goal, but we've got to be on the front foot. We really have. I
want to see a bit more from Anthony Gordon. Ayrton Shepherd says, BBC Radio Newcastle have lost their connection with Stamford Bridge, but I found your channel and I 100% recommend it. Thank you, Ayrton. Get yourself subscribed as we try and hit 26,000 subscribers tonight, guys. What are we currently on?
He's commented, he must be subscribed.
25,987. We are 13 subscribers away, guys, from 26,000. Please do subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. Alex, I mean, look, Eddie's substitutions, I think, are going to be pivotal in this game because he obviously doesn't have a striker to choose from. He's got to make sure that he makes them and at the right time.
I don't know. I don't think that's... I disagree. I don't think he's got really anything to work with. I mean, you've got Lewis Hall.
You've got Lewis Hall. You've got Dan Burn. You've got Trippier, Richie.
So this will potentially help us. So Richie's clever, can take the sting out of the game, intelligent, but he's somebody you bring on for 15 minutes. Yeah. Burn is somebody you bring on as an additional defensive unit, help with set pieces, a bit of strength. Again, they've got some pacey players up front. I'm not sure Burn's the right player for this game. I'd be nervous about bringing Dan Burn on. Kieran Trippier, 100% is a solid shout. I expect to see him in the second half. But, I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. Gillespie, Harris... there's nobody else.
I still think the 2 goalkeeper shit on the bench is pointless. If Parkinson or Stevenson or Diallo, somebody, one of the kids should be there. I mean, Gillespie should not be on the bench. He just shouldn't.
No, I agree. We need one goalkeeper and have an academy striker on just in case.
A lot of people are talking about that the Miggy chance in the chat. Should he have shot with his right foot, do you think, Alex? Because he
100%.
back.
100%. 100%. He needs to. He should have either tried to go near post or drill it across the 6-yard box. Pick one. There are moments where you cut in, you use your left foot, especially if you've got a variety in your game. If they're not going to expect it, if you've got the position to do it. But there was a crowd of bodies in that 6-yard box. To cut back, it allows them to get back as a defensive unit. It blocks off any additional options. There was no space for the overlap anyway, so he's run out of room that side on his right. Just play the ball with your right foot sometimes. It's fine to do that, to cut in the way he did. You can do that, but that required a right-footed shot or drill it across the 6-yard box. It was just, and it should have been a second goal. There was an earlier chance as well. Emil Kraft with a brilliant cross. Again, Callum Wilson got caught a little bit too far forwards, as did Gordon. Nobody quite there for the follow-up. Again, I really think this game could be dead and buried. And Chelsea have, I think, neutrals will look at the statistics for the game and the amount of possession they've had and get the wrong end of the stick here. We could have had this game dead and buried. Like we could be 2-0, possibly even 3-0 if we'd have been not sitting so deep and been a bit braver.
Tommy Cockles says, one day this channel will surpass that Goldbridge person with subscribers, and I'm along for the ride. He's all right, Mark Goldbridge, man. He's fine. People have been asking about, again, Dan Ashworth in the chat. The rumours are picking up about him going to Man United, guys. They are getting stronger and stronger.
He's already denied he's going there, and plus it's only people with connected to Man United who are going to saying it, which tells me it's a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Why would you leave us to go to that shit show? You wouldn't, would you?
No. Well,
if they're talking about money, and Man United may have able to spend more money, but at the end of the day, who's got more money?
I think we've established all of this. I think there might be a time in the future where he will want to go and do something else. But I feel like he's committed to a very interesting project here. And he's laying the foundations for what's able to be done in 5 years. What's the point in laying the foundations if you're not going to be there to start, reaping the rewards? It just doesn't make sense. Obviously, Brighton was a bit different. He left as they were starting to reap a lot more rewards from that. But this is different. We don't have a ceiling. I'm going to quote Jurgen Klopp here. We literally don't have a ceiling. So this is far more exciting.
Yeah. Andrew Howe, thank you for another £2 super chat. He says, love your channel. Fulham are 1-0 up at Everton, and Middlesbrough now 3-0 up at Port Vale. So it looks like Borough are going through to the semi-finals of the Carabao. Trippier and Burn are coming on.
Yeah.
So there we go. Trippier and Burn. Interesting.
Botman's gone off.
Yeah, Botman's off. Burn is off. Alex, we'll catch you at full time, matey.
You shall indeed. Fingers crossed. We are through to the next round.
Absolutely.
See you next
Cheers,
time.
Alex. So there you go. Substitutions are made, Billy Bob, and it is also Colwell's gone off, and Marlo Gusto has come on the field.
Yeah, he's a right back, so I don't know how that works for them. He's come on for a left back who's a centre half, really, but obviously that's with attacking intent rather than defensive one.
Yeah. So Newcastle will get the second half underway, kicking towards our fans, of course. We're underway for the second half now. And remember, please, no spoilers in the chat. As Lascelles lets one go straight under his legs. Gets it to Trippier. Trippier turns down the line.
There, McGee.
Yeah, got to be stronger. Trippier again comes in. That's a dive and a half. Oh, of course, it's a free kick to Chelsea. And again, we start as we mean to go on. Unbelievable.
It looks like Gusto's gone to left back despite being right-footed, so they're going down the Livramento route. But when I've seen Gusto in the past, I don't think I've seen him last 90 minutes.
Look, where are we being negative, Ian? We're not being negative. We're pointing out what's going on the pitch. What are you smoking recently, Ian? Christ, get a grip, man. I don't think he's said anything good in the last 3 nights when he's been on.
It's just potential, you're looking at where they can get back in the game, Ian, and, it's blatantly obvious to see where they're trying to get back in the game. One of them was the referee.
Indeed. Mary Earps has been Sports Personality of the Year. Well deserved. Well done, Mary Earps. As Chelsea now take the free kick in swinger. And Lascelles it was Wilson, I think, that ducked and got that away there.
No, they haven't come out.
And a long ball. And that's Martin Dubrav because he lets that drop behind him and a throw to Newcastle United. Christ, even when we're being positive and just giving our constructive opinions about where we can improve, Anthony Gordon's limping there, Billy.
He's trying to win it off.
Yeah.
It's been impact injury.
Wow. That's not good. That is not good. But, Lewis Hall can play that position, of course, which will be interesting if he does come on. Lascelles high, wins a header.
Oh, referee.
God, Conor Gallagher takes it. And finally we get a free kick.
Hey! Play the music. Play the music.
Wowzers. Unbelievable. It is like celebrating a goal, getting a free kick.
And even Conor Gallagher had the temerity to complain about that.
Well, of course he did. Of course he did. All right, where's the 10 yards here? Fucking hell. Longstaff driving forward now. Gets the ball out to Almiron on the right-hand side. Back to Kieran Trippier. Trippier, nice little dummy sold on Jackson there. Trippier chips it forward. Try saying that when you're pissed. And now Caicedo brings it away. Cole Palmer, he's got Miley to deal with. Does well. Gets it out to Disasi. Down the line now. Brozier back to Disasi. Inside to Caicedo, chips it forward. Good work by Miley again. But again, the ricochet falls to a blue shirt. But we win it back now again with Miley. Well played. Livramento now to Anthony Gordon. Gordon chips it through, looking for the runner Wilson. It was almost a beautiful ball.
Great vision.
And good work by Gordon, getting stuck in on Disasi, through into Chelsea.
We've hit 26k, guys.
Thank you, everybody. That's incredible. Thank you so much. It's all down to you guys. Thank you so much. Please keep subscribing if you're new to the channel. Bottom right-hand corner. Let's see what we can finish on tonight. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for all your support. You really are incredible. Every single one of you. Long ball by Chelsea. Brozier after it and gets there. Brozier now. Byrne comes across to deal with him. Brozier now. Delays it till more players get forward. To Caicedo. Inside to Cole Palmer. Great tackle by Miggy working back. But again, the ricochet comes and it's a corner to Chelsea. Every second ball lands at the Chelsea foot, Billy. Yeah, it's remarkable.
I just kept on Anthony Gordon there. Running, he looks fine. But when he walks like he's kind of had a mistake, had an accident. And,
yeah, he's bouncing up. He's not fit, Billy. He's injured.
He looks better running than he does walking, which is
yeah. He's not in a good shape, Anthony Gordon. Now back to Conor Gallagher. Sorry, that's not Gallagher. That's who's just come on, whatever his name is. This is Gallagher. Well tackled. Miley now for Newcastle. And plays it away to Miggy. But bloody hell, Nicholas Jackson's got some pace.
Gordon's done. Gordon's absolutely done.
Oh, yeah, it is Gordon who was chasing. It wasn't Miggy.
Done. He's done. We need to
he needs to come off. You can't keep him on. He's bloody injured, Eddie.
Yeah, there's no point in playing because, if he's not going to win a foot race. I mean, Jackson is quick mind, but...
Yeah, so is Gordon at full flight. That would have been a tremendous battle, that.
Jackson was on the turn
Gordon
as well.
Can't move, man.
No, it's ridiculous.
Well, we at the moment, we can't see the bench as Callum Wilson tries. Oh, I think that was the wrong ball. Miley should have gone out to the right to Miggy, but he didn't. Gordon's absolutely done. His head's down.
100%. Look, he's running with a limp now, so well played, Livramento.
By Livramento. Brozier comes across, though, wins the ball back for Chelsea. Disasi now, inside to Caicedo, to Conor Gallagher, back to Badiashile. Badiashile out to, who is it? Gusto. Dolce Gusto, the coffee machine. Now Raheem Sterling. Palmer. Sterling again. Whips the ball in. Oh, Byrne should have... Why isn't Byrne getting a shout there?
Well, he should have done. Yeah, he should have. Obviously, he didn't, and it's put us under pressure again now.
It has. That should have been Dubravka all the way. Disasi now for Chelsea. Back to Caicedo, and he kicks the ball out.
That's
and I believe it's for Anthony Gordon, who's down, and he gets a shake of hands. Gordon's done.
Well played from Caicedo there, because he didn't need to do that. But of course, Anthony Gordon wouldn't be on the floor if it wasn't for that cunt in the first. Oh, sorry, excuse the C word in the first place.
Well, yeah, but why didn't they make the change? I mean, he's obviously not. I don't understand that one. Why did he come out for the second half? Because he was limping from the minute he came out.
Yeah, it's very strange. I guess it's got to be Lewis Hall, really. It has to be.
Well, I think it'll be Richie, mate, to be honest. But that's just a prediction. At the moment, the camera's not showing us any of the bench, but well, this is where he done it. It's off the Caicedo challenge, Billy.
Yeah, but you're kind of praising Caicedo for kicking the ball out sportsly, but
it was him that done it. Yeah, he should be off the field. Mary, thank you very much for your £10 super chat. He says, well done on your milestone of hitting 26k. By the way, Matt Ritchie's come on. Well deserved and great commentary. Keep up the great work on the TTR. Ref is a total twat and needs to visit Specsavers tomorrow. Thank you, Mary. Very, very kind of you. Matt Ritchie, Billy.
Yeah, it's not a change on to make because, I mean, although he has quality, that's a great tackle, by the way.
Certainly is by Sean Longstaff. But
he needs to get back to his feet. He needs to get back to his feet quicker instead of watching the ball.
Gallagher flicks one over looking for Jackson. Lascelles is there for company. Jackson to the byline. Lascelles and Trippier now are across. And it's played through. Van Dubravka claims the ball as Gallagher made a run into the box. Well played, Martin. Hang on to the ball for a little bit. Rolls it out now, and it's brought away by Longstaff. Out to Trippier now. Trippier on the right. Inside to Longstaff. Back to Trippier. It's all congested again. And that's not strong enough. I mean, we win a throw in there. Look how long it took that linesman to flag for a Newcastle throw. He's looking at the referee.
Mental.
Oh, you've got to be suspicious about this kind of stuff, Billy. Throw into Newcastle now with Kieran Trippier. And he looks for Callum Wilson. Badiashile, though, will hold him off, and it goes out for a throw-in. Wilson gives him a little nudge just to let him know he's there. As we look at Christopher Nkunku, hasn't made his debut for Chelsea yet, but he is warming up.
See you, Ian.
Yeah, Ian, I know you remember as well, mate, but I'm really not bothered anymore. Your comments are absolutely shocking sometimes. They really are. I don't know what you've been on today, but your comments today have been disgusting, quite frankly. So if you want to leave the channel, then don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, pal. Here's Cole Palmer. Turns, gives it back to Thiago Silva. Silva looks for an option. Wilson does the pressing. Into Conor Gallagher, back to Badiashile, who will go out to the left now to where Gusto is. Gusto cuts inside, of course, onto his right foot. Lays it off for Conor Gallagher. Gallagher to Caicedo. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher out wide now for Gusto again. Gusto back to Gallagher. In fact, it's not Brozier out there on the left.
Oh, nearly win that back.
Yeah. It's a case of Nelly's, Billy. Every time the ball's deflected.
Yeah.
Out to the left-hand side as well now for Brozier. Kieran Trippier is with him. Brozier tries to get to the byline. Trippier feeling the ball. Look at that from Brozier, man. It's the way they do it, Billy. It's they're throwing the hands up in the air.
Not happy about the clearance, mind.
No, it was pathetic. And Gusto now heading to the byline. Plays it inside for Brozier. Brozier whips it across. Jackson takes a touch and shoots wide.
Should have scored.
From 7 yards. He just needed to turn and bury it. Wow, that was a big chance for Chelsea. Will they live to regret that opportunity? I mean, I think we're going to see Nkunku sooner rather than later, Billy.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a real threat. But that should leave gaps in behind. This is why I wanted Hall on with his pace. One thing Matt Ritchie hasn't got is pace. They've both got equally good left feet.
But he's got a wonderful left foot, Billy. So you never know. It might come to something in this half.
It might do.
No challenge on Gallagher there in the air. And now Jackson steps away from Lascelles. And Sterling to the right. Raheem Sterling at the box now with Livramento. Great save to Dubravka down to his right. Wonderful save because he couldn't have seen that till late.
Yeah, this is getting like PSG, I've got to say. It's,
backs against the wall again. We just can't get out.
Yeah, there's nothing holding up. It's the same as what it was against PSG. It's not good. It's going to be a long 40 minutes, this.
Absolutely. Burn heads it away for Newcastle. Wilson tries to take it. But again, Rick O'Shea comes to Chelsea's aid. And Silva now brings the ball forward. Plays it out to the left. It's a very good run. It's a chance. Dubravka's there, though, to claim it.
Well done, Martin.
And he's had a very, very good start to this second half as Martin Dubravka. I don't want to see him busy, though, Billy. But I don't like the way this is heading.
Yes, it's a brilliant save that from Dubravka. He's done really well.
That was a great save down to his right, and he pushed it away as well. Made sure that there was no rebound, Billy.
Very good.
But we need to change something here, whether it's a formation or what. We're just getting overrun.
Yeah, we've got, well, a lot of it is because we can't hold the ball up further up the pitch because Wilson, I'm not sure if he's fit enough to kind of hold it up or not, but you know, we've got no one supporting him either. So,
I mean, to be honest, 76% possession again for Chelsea since half time, and it just feels like a Chelsea goal's coming. We can't keep doing this. Longstaff now to Bruno. Lovely 1-2. Longstaff forward for Wilson, holding off by Yashile. Wilson out to the right-hand side now to Almiron. Gusto is with him. Almiron has to check back to Trippier. Trippier clips it over the top. I'm not sure who that's to, but Miggy's giving chase. Gusto down by his own byline right now. Clankville, thank you very much for your $2.99. Listening in Melbourne to every game you guys do. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for your support. Well, I tell you what, it's a very, 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 very long second half we're in for here. But it just seemed all changed since we scored, Billy.
Well, yeah, we've got on the defensive a bit too well played, Lewis.
Oh, brilliant from Miley, wins the ball back. Richie to Bruno. Livramento is belting forward. It was a poor pass, to be honest.
He shits out of it. He shits out of it, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was a good pass, but he shits out of it, and Silva was able to get in, but
Palmer now to Gallagher, who's in acres of space to bring Chelsea forward. Nicholas Jackson ahead of him. Good defending from Dan Burn. Holds him off, and Dubravka collects the ball. Brilliant ball down the line. Look, let's not start bitching in the comments, guys. You know, Ian's obviously, I don't know, he's been a member for a long time. Don't know what the problem is with Ian today. But, you know, in fact, the last few days. But let's just enjoy the game while we can, guys. Yogi, thank you for gifting a Toon Review membership. That is very, very kind. I'm surprised you actually give a free kick to Newcastle there, Billy.
Pochettino's got the temerity.
I don't know how he dares. I don't know how he dares. They should have had 2 red cards. Bruno now. Trippier in acres of space over on the right-hand side. Bruno finds him. Trippier chests it down. Back now to Sean Longstaff. Inside to Bruno. Bruno back to Lascelles. Lascelles to Trippier. Chelsea pressing hard, but hopefully they'll tire. Here's Almiron. Come on, that's shit, Miggy, man!
Awful.
How many times has he done that tonight when he's had the ball in really good space? Longstaff just runs past the ball and Caicedo there. Very strange. Long ball played down again. This time Dubravka comes out and plays a nice ball to Livramento, who flicks it on to Miley. Miley's touch isn't the best, but Livramento does remarkably well. Into Wilson now. Wilson challenged by Badiashile. We've got to be stronger. We're losing the ball in stupid situations.
Way too weak. That little flick from Miley there was outstanding, by the way.
Oh, absolute class. Absolute class.
No, I agree with Paul. Miggy hasn't turned up tonight, certainly. He played well in the game before, but tonight
he's not turned up tonight. Yogi's gifted another Toon Review membership. Thank you so much, Yogi. That is incredible kindness. As Raheem Sterling now on the ball for Chelsea. Hasn't really seen as much of the ball in this second half as Raheem Sterling, Billy, which I think will disappoint the manager. Because he was a thorn in that first half.
Yeah, but they're threatening from other areas, aren't they? I mean, Gusto's come on and made an immediate impact on that right flank as well. So, left flank, I should say. We've
got half an hour of this to go.
Excuse me.
Half an hour. Who are you, Billy? Paul Gallant? That was an impressive dive by Caicedo there. He hasn't.
He has.
And Jackson brings it forward now for Chelsea, driving forward. Across comes Dan Burn. Sterling cuts inside. Nice play by Raheem Sterling to Brozier now. Brozier, the angle is too wide. Cole Palmer onto his left foot. Good defending again from Miley. Back to Disasi. Disasi to Conor Gallagher. Back to Disasi now. Will he try and cross this ball in? No. He goes back again to Gallagher. Gallagher down to Disasi again. Richie caught out there. Disasi gets to the byline and Dubravka across again and holds onto it as well. Brilliant goalkeeping from Dubravka. Well played, my son.
Mm-hmm.
Very confident goalkeeping there, Billy. To hang on to that as well.
How many changes have we got left? 2?
3. No, 2. Yeah, we've made 3. Yeah.
I think we need to freshen up in the middle of the park, to be honest. But I don't know how we do it. I mean, Longstaff, it has been a statue second half. And Miggy looks a statue on that far side also.
Well, Miggy's been terrible tonight. His passing's been awful, really awful. But you know what? I mean, Miggy's done all right defensively, but that's not where we need Miggy to play. We need Miggy to create something. And, you know, for all his defensive work, his passing up front has been rotten. But Chelsea having so much of the ball, you just feel like
it's inevitable.
Time is running out for us.
Offside, surely.
That looked offside to me, and it is indeed offside.
Broach complained about being offside, Cole Pat. Look, the audience can see the full picture, you fucking bowl-headed dickhead. How are you offside?
It's because your skin's 6 foot long, your bell end. He is offside as well. Great spot from the linesman. Honestly. I mean, honestly, what's that ski jumper from England called? Billy, that famous one?
Yeah, Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, he'd be proud to ski jump off that chin. Honestly, give over cheating, man. Now Almiron touches it onto Wilson. Wilson's touch isn't great.
How's that a free kick?
There's another free kick to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And here come Chelsea breaking forward again. Sterling tries to play it into Jackson. I don't know what Lascelles was doing there, but good tracking back from Bruno. And he finds Matt Ritchie now on the left-hand side. Ritchie clears it forward, but it's won again by Chelsea. Gallagher. Livramento comes across, but Bruno is there. Bruno pinned back in his own area here. And
Chelsea...
was a Newcastle throw!
Palmer literally just kicked out, you blind twat.
Wow.
Sorry about the offside.
Wow.
There you go. I'll give you a phone for that. Absolute bollocks.
Jesus Christ. Silva now. I mean, everything's against us tonight, Billy. It's clear.
He's obviously making up for that offside again a minute ago.
Yeah.
Disgraceful.
Cole Palmer now whips a ball into Jackson. Onto
great defending
from Lascelles. But Chelsea are knocking at the door again. Caicedo out wide now to Disasi. Back to Cole Palmer. Palmer floats a ball in. Lascelles is there. That's an awful clearance, though. Straight to Caicedo. Rolls it into Raheem Sterling now. Sterling cuts back on his right. He's got Gusto to his left. Here is Gusto. Trying to get a cross in. Can't. Goes back to Sterling. Back to Gusto again. He will now launch a ball into the box. Headed away by Livramento. Ritchie is there with a back header. Ball bouncing around. That looked like a push on Lewis Miley, but of course it's not going to be given. And Chelsea now have the ball back on the centre line now with Silva. Brings it forward again to Gusto on the left-hand side. Gusto for Chelsea. Plays it inside to Caicedo. Caicedo back to Silva. Silva across to Badiashile. Badiashile now. Halfway through the Newcastle half. Plays it out to Disasi. Disasi cuts in front of Livramento and Miley. Back to Badiashile. Inside to Caicedo. Back to the centre-back, Badiashile. Again, Newcastle just holding the line here. Chelsea can't find a way through. They're passing it around, Billy.
Yeah, but we've seen this story 1,000 times before, haven't we? And we've seen it 2 or 3 times this season, which is worrying for me. It was just too deep. We can't keep the ball at the field when it does come out. So, it's
Badiashile now out to Disasi on the right-hand side. Disasi back to Gallagher, back to Disasi. A lot of the passing coming in the neutral area of the field really at the moment. Badiashile takes his eye off the ball and it goes back to the halfway line. I want to see us go at these 2 centre-backs, Billy, because they are liable. I mean, of course, remember Silva's mistake at St James's Park as well. Yeah. So they are, under pressure. But we're not creating anything.
Unfortunately, Callum Wilson's doing his running in a defensive kind of stratosphere. If the ball comes forward, will he have the legs to kind of outrun him? I'm not so sure.
Indeed. Gallagher now on the ball for Chelsea. Everton have equalised with 8 minutes to go against Fulham. It's 1-1 at Goodison. Livramento stabs in there with a challenge. Gallagher has to go back to Silva. I mean, the question is, Billy, are Chelsea going to be good enough to break us down? That's the question of this second half here.
Well, you know, we've got a better shape at the moment, 4-5-1. You know, it's a good shape to defend with, but when the ball comes out, we've got to be able to break quickly and support Wilson. And, you know, I just don't see that happening at the precise moment in time because Rich ain't got the legs to do it. And Mickey, you know, he's that far back. He's not got the legs also to get forward. So it's
very, very deep.
One-way traffic.
Yep. Cole Palmer now into Conor Gallagher. Gallagher shoots, and it's an awful shot. And we will take our time and get the lads a little bit of a break there.
Don't look back in anger, Gallagher, you prick.
Absolutely. Shocking. Nkunku is going to make an appearance. Dylan, please don't put any spoilers in. Thank you, mate. We've commentated on it. 67 minutes gone at Stamford Bridge, and we are going to see the first appearance in a Chelsea shirt of Christian Nkunku, signed from Leipzig, of course, in the summer. Would have spent the season out injured. Indeed, he is. Long ball forward now. Wilson flicks it on. Almiron now. Longstaff's been terrible tonight. He looks just out of gas. He's just absolutely shattered. But I don't know, you know. It
could be a case of too many cooks spoil a block for Chelsea with all the attacking plays they have on.
Well, we hope so, yeah. Good work by Bruno there, forcing Caicedo to go back to the goalkeeper. Silva now plays it back to Petrovic in goal. Conor Gallagher back to Petrovic. Chelsea trying to play out here and eventually do. Cole Palmer now on the ball. Richie gives chase. Back to Silva for Chelsea. Silva brings it out. Has to go back to Badiashile now. And a forward ball. Good ball into Raheem Sterling's feet now. Sterling through the centre circle for Chelsea. Out to the right is not a good ball. Tino Livramento intercepts. And a lovely little 1-2 with Lewis Miley. And Tino Livramento now is away. And then it's a good tackle by Silva. Used his strength, but we get a throw in. That's what we need, Billy. Somebody to bring us out like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, Livramento looks absolutely dead on his feet now.
He does. And it is going to be Nicholas Jackson to be replaced by Christopher Nkunku. And let's just hope.
Well, Nkunku hasn't played this season, as you say.
Well, he's not.
He's coming in cold, so that's one good plus, I guess.
Mm. I mean, yeah, we're 1-0 up, but we're just not playing well. We're sitting too deep. Surely Eddie Howe needs to get these players further up the field.
Yeah, well, we're up there now. You know, we've got a throw in, so let's see if we can kind of maintain possession for a couple of minutes and take the sting out of the game a little bit.
And Livramento certainly taking his time over the throw in, but we've thrown it straight to a Chelsea shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, that's poor.
Criminal.
Good header by Dan Burn. Wilson gives chase. Petrovic off his line, though, and claims the ball. Did he give a free kick to Chelsea there?
I don't think so.
I think he did, Billy. That's why Wilson was furious at the referee.
Go on, Bruno. Ooh, well played,
good
Bruno.
Pressing, yeah, good pressing. 77% for Chelsea in possession in the second half. 5 shots, only 1 on target. Newcastle, no shots, none on target, no touches in the opposition box either. That's not good enough, Billy, to be honest.
Well, yeah, it's a cup game. I expect Chelsea to press, but...
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, we're at Stamford Bridge, but you expect us to have a bit more of the ball. Bruno launches one forward towards Wilson, but again, Chelsea get the ball. I mean, we've got to give them more of a. It's Chelsea just passing it around. I mean, they haven't been able to break us down, absolutely not. But it's just our away tactics are so different to what we play at home.
When we score and go into a shell, and we didn't do that last season, did we? Let's be honest, it's a different mindset to what we had last season. Last season we'd have carried on with the momentum and tried to press for more. This season we're scoring and just sitting back, and it's bits in the arse on 2 or 3 occasions. Why we continue to do it, I don't know. You've got to question the manager for that. I'm sorry to say.
Well, I agree, 100%. I mean, I don't understand what his tactics are, because I thought, Billy, we'd come out second half and and change the way we're playing, but we haven't. He's quite happy for us to just sit back and defend, and I don't like it when we do this because we're not the same team, Billy.
He's going to give a free kick for that, is he?
No. He's given a free kick to Newcastle and a dive. And Raheem Sterling gets a yellow card for diving.
Well, that's the second one, so it should really be a red, shouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
I mean, he may not have done it the second time if he got booked for the first one, mind, but I'd sooner have a goal kick than a free kick.
Well known for his diving, of course. Here we go again. That's shocking, that. That is disgusting cheating from Sterling. Absolutely disgusting.
I'd sooner have had a goal kick than a free kick. I mean, it's giving them an actual advantage.
I mean, Billy, Sterling's got the ability. He doesn't need to do that kind of shit.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely shocking. Anyway, free kick's taken. Long ball forward. Almiron heads it on. It stays in play, but Chelsea have the ball back again. Good covering by Jamal Lascelles. Into the crowd, throw to Chelsea, just over the halfway line. Lascelles looks injured, Billy. He does. Lascelles looks hurt. He's holding his thigh again. I just thought when he went to clear that ball into the crowd, he didn't look comfortable. Petrovic kicks it to the wide. Gallagher. He wasn't on his toes there, Wilson, or he would have been right in there. And Chelsea now coming forward again on the left-hand side.
Lascelles looks short to me.
I'm not sure. But we'll see as the time goes on. Nkunku inside now for Caicedo to Cole Palmer. Palmer whips it forward, hits the backside, straight to Brozier. You couldn't write a script of how many deflections they get. Wilson
keep chasing that, Callum. Keep chasing it.
Back to Badiashile. I mean, yeah, Paul Borrowdale saying, what's the tactics? Kick it anywhere. And that seems to be exactly what we're doing. Yeah. I don't know what the instructions have been for the second half. But we don't play well when we play like this. I'd far rather us go on the front foot and play the way we normally play, Billy, because we're a better side.
Yeah, I agree. I 200% agree. But, it seems to be something that European football's brought into our game and it hasn't worked. I mean, let's be honest, it hasn't worked on any occasion. We've been caught out. All right, some of it's been unjust because of bad decisions, but it's not worked for us at all, apart from the Milan game where we scraped a draw. But,
Yeah. Miggy brings that down well. Now we've got a break on the right-hand side. It's Kieran Trippier now. But, again, we give it away. What is that?
He did win it
back. I mean, we've won the ball and we win a free kick, but he shouldn't be in that position. Why didn't Trippier just take that forward? Again, he cut back. Oh, do you know what? It's frustrating at times. It is watching us away from home. It's frustrating.
And it's a negative mindset. No, it's a negative mindset. I mean, you do all the work to get ahead in the first place. Why not carry on with that in that mode, And obviously they're going to press to well played, Bruno. What are you doing there, referee?
Oh my God, referee!
Take advantage of Bellend. He's given a free kick against Bruno, and he had the ball.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, he hasn't. He's given us a free kick. Why not play the advantage, you stroker?
Bruno was away there.
Fucking cheating
twat. Wow.
Disgusting.
Matty Kelly's asking why did Botman come off. I think he was only due to play 45, to be honest. It's more minutes in the tank for him, though. Here's Lewis Miley in a bit of space now. We're coming forward. Miley out wide to Livramento inside to Richie. Richie is... Oh, yay! Come on! You man! And Chelsea have got a break now.
Go to him! Let him run!
Sterling to Nkunku. He can't take it in his stride. How on earth was that not a free kick for a trip on Livramento?
That's outrageously poor.
Wow! Cole Palmer now for Chelsea. Round about 40 yards out from goal. This is going to the wire, guys.
Absolutely
15 minutes left of normal time at Stamford Bridge. It's still 1-0 to Newcastle.
And if it stays like this, there'll be another 25 minutes of extra time and all. Don't worry about that.
I'll be another 25 years older as well. Headed away by Lascelles and then volleyed away by Trippier.
No one there.
But there's nobody there. Badiashile now on the halfway line. Gallagher. Back to Badiashile. Back to Gallagher. Gallagher brings it forward. Plays it out to Gusto on the left-hand side. Back to Gallagher now for Chelsea. Clipped wide for Silva.
Yeah, we've given them 2/3 of the pitch to play in now, which is really
they're in acres of space. Yeah, the acres of space for Chelsea at the minute. Brought forward again by Silva. Disasi to his right. Doesn't use him. Good block by Bruno. Constant now. Back to the wall stuff this. Are Chelsea going to be good enough to break us down is the question now. That is the only question because we ain't attacking at all in this second half. We haven't really attacked since bloody Wilson's goal. Conor Gallagher now across the field, goes right to Disasi. Livramento comes out to meet him. Back to Conor Gallagher. Back again to Silva. Silva. Gusto on the left-hand side, unmarked. Miggy comes across to him. Gusto plays it to Sterling. He couldn't take it. Goes to Caicedo. Back to Raheem Sterling. Sterling now looking for a way through. Little 1-2 with Nkunku. Nkunku. Sterling again. This time decides to stay on his feet.
Ooh.
Oh, referee! He's with blood! What the fuck? Fuck this. Fuck this.
That's disgusting.
That's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
A horrific tackle there that the referee is just allowed to play on.
Wow. Unbelievable. I've smashed me fucking pen as well.
That's disgusting. I don't know why they don't fucking get involved with the play and, play a pass or two.
Well,
it's that blatantly obvious.
He may as fucking well, Billy. He may as well. Absolutely shambolic. I mean, how late was that tackle on Sean there, Billy? It was about
Disgusting.
5 years late.
Disgusting. Get there.
Wilson does well to nip in front of Gallagher. Good work by Callum Wilson. And he wins the throw in and just gives us a little bit of a breather. Great work from Callum Wilson there. Chelsea are bringing Mudryk on, and I'm not sure who the other one is. Disasi is coming off. I'm not sure who it is that's coming on, but Disasi's definitely going on. You are winning. It's only the Carabao Cup. What? Get lost. Why do you subscribe just to put a ridiculous, pathetic, childish comment in? I do not know. Maatsen and Mudryk. Sterling's gone off, Billy.
Interesting. Obviously, diving around like a twat. Maybe there's potential for a red.
Well, Chelsea, I believe that's all their subs used now, isn't it?
I'll be amazed if Maatsen doesn't go to left back and Gusto down to right back.
Yeah. 12 minutes of normal time left. 1-0 to Newcastle United. It's fair to say we've been awful. We've defended like warriors again, but we just haven't been at the races. And somehow we're winning this game of football right now.
Well, that's gone out of play.
Yep, it has. Throw in.
He didn't want to give it, did he? He didn't want to give it.
No, he didn't. He was looking at his linesman as if to say, why are you doing that? How dare you give a throw in to Newcastle United?
Did you say Chelsea made all their changes now?
No, I think they've got one left, after
We've got another 10 left.
Well, yeah. Certainly.
Win that.
Now, Bruno wins the ball back to Trippier. Trippier flicks it forward to Sean Longstaff. Longstaff barged over. Referee allows play to go on yet again. And we win a throw in. Good work there by Sean. But he was pushed over there, Billy, blatantly. And of course, again, no fucking foul.
I mean, the way Chelsea played this game tonight, really do. I think we've had about 5 free kicks. I mean, it's definitely on. You can count them on the fingers of 2 hands, no doubt about it.
I'll tell you what, though, there's no doubt about this. Jared Gillett is one of the worst referees in the Premier League. Absolutely one of the worst.
Though.
Here's Callum Wilson. Bruno wins it back for Newcastle. Bruno pushed to the floor. Throw to Chelsea. No free kick. This is getting ridiculous. This is actually getting ridiculous. How's everybody's arses? Are they twitching like rabbits' noses right now? Because, well, it's unbelievable. Coming up to 10 minutes of normal time left, and somehow we are still winning this game of football.
It's the hope that kills it, though, isn't it? We're still maintaining this lead, but...
Yeah, it is the hope that kills you, Billy. It'll always kill you. Here's Cole Palmer for Chelsea. Inside now to Nkunku, and he's kicked it straight out of play. That's ring rust, if ever you're going to see it.
Yeah, of course it is.
But the thing is, Billy, Eddie's not doing anything to change the way we're playing here.
No, we're legging in the middle of the park.
He seems quite happy just for us to be pinned back all the time. Well, and now Richie's lost the ball.
If it bites them in the arse and they do score, people will have a go at us for criticising, which is
all
of it.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't understand what his tactics are in the second half. Just to sit back and soak up the pressure. We just don't play like that.
I mean, fine if you've got an outlet, but we haven't. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Bruno's took a heavy touch there, but we win it back. Miley plays it out to the right-hand side, but there's nobody there. I think they'd all come across to the near side, haven't they, for the throw-in. Badiashile now to Thiago Silva. 10 minutes to go. Sorry, 9 minutes to go now of normal time at Stamford Bridge. Still, Chelsea 0, Newcastle United 1. Callum Wilson after 15 minutes with the goal. 2,300 people watching, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Tuesday night. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and just help us build the channel. We are now on the way to 27,000 people to subscribe. So help us get there, guys. Bottom right-hand corner. Don't forget as well to hit the thumbs up button, everybody. It really does help the channel. Here come Chelsea. Little dummy there comes all the way back and Trippier lofts it into the night sky. Straight out of play. What a touch that was by Pochettino, by the way.
Yeah, still got it.
It certainly has. Thiago Silva now. Badiashile in the centre circle for Chelsea. And their fans will be thinking the time will be ticking down quick for them. It's going slow for Newcastle, but it's still 1-0.
It's going fucking backwards for us.
Yeah, it is. 8 minutes to go now of normal time. I mean, there's only been substitutions, Billy. There's been no physios on.
Gordon went off, didn't he?
Well, yeah, but there shouldn't be a great amount of time. That's awful from Cole Palmer. But again, what was Miggy doing there? He couldn't trap a bag of cement tonight.
He's running on fumes, he is, isn't he? No doubt about it. Oh,
Matson crosses into the box, headed on. Dubravka comes and
take your time, Martin, lads. Take your time.
Yeah, let's just chill. My palms are sweating like a moose at a rave, Billy. It's unbelievable. Dubravka sends one. That's coming down with snow on it, that bugger. Wilson getting in there. Silva back to Matson now for Chelsea. Matson, pressured by Matt Ritchie, has to go back to Petrovic in goal. Miggy now closing down. And Petrovic has sliced that straight out of play. That'll do us. No problem at all. That'll do us. Eddie Howe takes a drink of water, looking very pensive, along with Jason Tyndall. Tyndall looks like he wants to kill somebody, but that's just the normal look for Jason Tyndall.
Well played, Callum.
Callum Wilson brings it down, but again, I don't know what he was trying to do there.
He had no support, did he?
Well, no, there's absolutely nothing in front of him, nothing at all. You know, normally he'd find a runner to get on the end of that ball, but it just didn't happen. That's a good header by Longstaff down to Kieran Trippier. Trippier to Almiron. That's awful, Miggy. That is terrible.
You may as well get him off because he's been an absolute disgrace.
I'm sorry, but you cannot make excuses for that. The little passes that he makes tonight have all missed everybody. That was a simple pass to control, and he's let it bounce off him for a freaking throw-in. You cannot defend him. Nobody can.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
I mean, again, nothing against his work rate because he's run his sodden socks off. They all have.
Yeah.
But I would love to know from Eddie what these tactics are in this second half. Broge is in here. Chance. He misses control it, but it's crossed in. Chance. Good defending again. Jamal Lascelles. Corner to Chelsea. I mean, he's been... I cannot believe Yano in the first half saying he had a poor game. Lascelles has been solid as a rock tonight.
He doesn't like the souls, does he?
Well, he doesn't know. But anyway, corner for Chelsea. Cole Palmer will swing this into the penalty area now. Across it comes. Who is there again? Jamal Lascelles.
Outstanding.
Mudryk now for Chelsea.
Come on,
comes across Dubravka. Leave it. That's excellent. Well left, my son. Goal kick to Newcastle. 5 minutes, guys, of the 90. 5 minutes to go. Chelsea 0, Newcastle 1. Callum Wilson on 15 minutes. David MC says it's bloody 5 o'clock in Thailand in the morning. Should have stayed in bed. Well, hey, you shouldn't have stayed in bed. This is what being a Newcastle United fan is all about, Billy Bob, isn't it? It's edge of your pants stuff all the time.
If you're in Thailand, you know, this team has shown what half the women have got in Thailand, which is balls.
Wow. Interesting. Here is Thiago Silva. He's going to have to go back to his goalkeeper. Miggy closes him down. Petrovic into the London sky.
Good
header.
Oh, it's gone.
Dan Byrne, very solid, but again, lands at the feet of Conor Gallagher. Out to Dolce Gusto now on the left-hand side. Sorry, it's not. It's Matson. They've swapped over, Billy.
Yeah, because I said Matson's left-footed, isn't he? He's a left-back.
Yeah. Lascelles just puts his foot through that and sends it all the way down to almost into the Chelsea penalty area. Badiashile will pick the ball up now. It is all hands on deck now for Newcastle. Bruno in on Caicedo. Of course, it's a free kick. Do you know what it is? Chelsea just have to fall over. Hey! That's got to be a book.
He's booking Callum Wilson.
He's booked Wilson.
You're getting pushed over. You're having a fucking laugh.
Wilson gets pushed over and gets booked. What the fuck, Billy?
That's disgusting.
That's outrageous.
It's all been discussed from this referee, though, hasn't it? From minute one, where Anthony Gordon was side down with a disgusting tackle, till now.
Yeah,
been outrageously poor, and he's not even trying to hide it now. Not that he's tried to hide it all night, to be honest.
I tell you what, though, Billy. To be fair, we are dead on our feet, but they are. You cannot fault the effort. Yeah. They are fighting like warriors out there for the shirt.
They are indeed.
And let's give credit where credit's due. Even when we're not playing well, this effort is incredible. In comes across again. Oh, Livramento's headed it the wrong way, and somehow it stays out and goes for a corner.
He had to do it because he had a man behind him, so it's a good header in the end.
Well,
yeah,
head it.
Well, he could have headed it anywhere but there.
Me.
I think he's trying to head it back to the keeper, you know.
Shit the bed. Corner to Chelsea. Mudryk. Away. Here it comes. Headed away again. This time by Big Dan Burn. I think got a head on it. Chelsea now. Cole Palmer flicks it back onto his left. Blocked by Miley. And Miley takes his time to Bruno. What a little touch by Bruno. See you later, pal. And then Bruno down the line looking for a run from Wilson.
What an outstanding bit of play from Bruno and Miley there, though.
Yeah.
You know, we've still got it in us to play the football if we need to, but unfortunately, the legs up front don't support that.
Well, the lads are knackered, Billy. I think it's fair to say they're knackered. I mean, it's not all about the tactics here. They are dead on their feet, but they are absolutely playing like warriors. They're just, we want a team that fights blood and tears for this shirt. And by God, we are getting it from these bunch of lads. Can we hang on? Chelsea are pressing and pressing and pressing, but somehow, still, we defend and defend. It's back to Badiashile. Now to Maatsen. Less than 2 minutes of normal time to go. Mudryk now. Miggy comes to meet him and pinches the ball. Trippier will just send it forward, looking for Wilson. Again, the ball bounces, but it comes to Miggy. Flicks it forward for Longstaff, but unfortunately, Miggy's kicked it out to play. Throw to Chelsea just over the halfway line. Holy shit in hell's teeth. Caicedo now.
It'd be interesting to see how much injury time this referee does put on, because I'm guaranteeing it's going to be way more than what we think it's going to be, or it should be, I should say.
Absolutely. I mean, this is just a warrior-like effort, Billy. It's all you can say. Conor Gallagher bursting into the box for Chelsea. Livramento is there.
Livramento there.
And then he's on the floor. And still plays on. Chelsea.
And then he dives like a twat.
There.
Get the card out there. Get the fucking card out, you fucking prick. Fucking Mamban cost.
Livramento right in his face. Dirty, cheating, twatting bastard. He should have had a free kick there. Should have had a free kick there. And then Gallagher dives. Ridiculous diving, cheating scum.
Fucking Mamban arsehole. They're all the fucking same.
I hate that, Billy. I absolutely hate that. It's disgusting, man.
Why is not booking him for that, though? I mean, you allowed one dive then before you get booked?
Well, seemingly so.
Outrageous.
All the Newcastle fans knew. We should have had 2 free kicks there. He still plays on. And then he doesn't book him for a blatant fucking dive. Well, shameful referee. Now Almiron into the box for Newcastle United. Shot with his left foot. And gathered up by Petrovic. 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes. To be fair, that's fair enough.
Yeah, I agree.
This is incredible shit, this. Stick a rhino's tongue up my anus, Billy. I can't cope with this shit, like, honestly.
Stick a rhino's anus up there. Anything
No, I don't want to stick a rhino's anus. No. A tongue. Not even a tongue. What am I talking about? Shut up, Paul. He's Miley. He's dead. He's absolutely pagged.
He's been brilliant tonight, though. He's been absolutely in a defensive kind of situation. He's outshone Cole Palmer for me.
Well, Billy, for work rate, they're all 10s for me. The work rate alone. I mean, the determination to hang on to this is incredible.
Well, let it go, let it go, let it go,
let it go, Trips, let it go. Let Mudrick come to you and then belt it away. Nicely done. But there's nobody there.
3 minutes.
Halfway line now, Ballyshealy. 3 minutes to go. Len Simmons, thanks for your 199. He says, the refs get checked on their games. Well, I would hope so, because this guy's been an absolute bottle of shite.
But it's who checks them. And,
well,
you know how much there's a big six bias, and I say big six.
Absolutely. In comes the cross again. There's nobody there for Chelsea. Oh, Trippier!
Trippier again! Fucking Trippier again!
Fuck off!
Fucking Trippier with his fucking arsehole mistakes again! Too many times, Trippier!
What the fuck is he doing?
Fuck's sake, he's supposed to be the experienced player on the pitch, and he's done an absolute...
And I'll tell you something, that's not fucking fatigue either, Billy. That's just careless shit.
Yeah, that's shocking.
What's he trying to do? Just clear the ball.
Fucking trying to chest it down. And
oh, fuck off. We so don't deserve that, man.
Yeah, absolute disgrace.
Fuck off.
Fucking Kieran Trippier. You know what? I don't think he should be in the first team now. I think Emil Kraft's ahead of him. I really do.
What is he doing?
That's disgusting.
Fuck off. Fuck's sake. How many mistakes has he cost us this season, Billy? And yes, I'm having a go at him because we can't keep conceding fucking goals like that.
Especially now, especially going this close to the end of the game as well. Just get rid of it. It's ridiculous. Right. Get your penalty takers on now because there's 2.5 minutes to go, or 2 minutes or whatever.
Fuck off.
A cross came into the far post. It was going nowhere. Kieran Trippier could have done anything with it he liked. Instead, he put his head on it into the path of Mudrick, who blasted into an empty net.
Just belt it into the fucking stands or belt it out for a fucking corner.
Yeah.
That's shocking, man.
That's heartbreaking. All that hard work undone with an absolute pathetic piece of play, I've got to say.
And it's not tiredness, Billy, because he's only been on for fucking less than the... He's only been on half an hour. He can't be tired.
And hasn't played for a week either, so... And they're on the attack again now. They could actually win it. Well done, Bruno.
Well done, Bruno. In on
Conor Gallagher. Referee!
Dived down by Gallagher. And now Gallagher is going to get booked. Fucking shocking.
Phil, there's no extra time, mate. Go straight to penalties. Devonshire Magpie is Trippier. It absolutely is Trippier. 150 million%.
It's not Howe, Devonshire, right? I'm sorry, you can't put that down to Eddie Howe. That is a terrible mistake. Look at that fan in Dubravka. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did, yeah. Well,
that's fucking shocking.
If we could get a winner now, it'd be fantastic, wouldn't it?
Oh,
I'm not going to mind, because that's a piss poor free kick.
Cleared away. Bruno is there, but we haven't got anybody on that side.
Oh, we can get booked for that, Bruno.
Oh, Mudrick grabs him by the neck. And again, it's all kicking off, and in comes Jamal Lascelles. Well, and there's a big size difference. Look at Mudrick, man.
Bruno deserves a yellow card for what he did, but Mudrick should be sent off for what he did.
You're not such a big man. Matson making the most of it by the side of the line, of course.
It's a yellow card for Bruno, but it should be a red for Mudrick. 100%.
Fucking hell.
It's a yellow card. He's not actually touched it.
No, it's a swing and a miss. He's barged into him. It's a barge, if anything else, isn't it? Because he didn't catch him with his feet. But that's a lot of frustration for Bruno as well, to be fair. I don't know who Mudrick thinks he is, like. Little shit.
Yeah, with his fucking Adolf Hitler haircut. We're now playing.
Is booked and suspended if we get through for the first leg.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Oh, fucking hell. Chelsea are going all out to win this now. We've had 2 minutes extra, and there is the full-time whistle. It's penalties at Stamford Bridge. Oh, my God. My God, my God, my God, my God.
Had the game won. Had the game won. Had the game won.
I mean, there is no excuse for that.
No.
You know, an experienced player should just be putting it behind for a corner. Just get rid of it.
I mean, let's be honest. Mudrik's fucking shit as well. He's going to be a hero for them tonight if they get through. Fucking disgusting. Absolutely. You know, it's not a one-off either. You know, he could have hooked over his shoulder. He could have nodded it out for a corner. He could have absolutely, literally anything but what he did.
Yeah, but you don't. The thing is, Billy, right? You don't do that in your own. You know,
it's schoolboy stuff, isn't it?
You're taught as a schoolboy, just get the ball away.
100%. 100%. Yeah, it's schoolboy stuff. You know, we're all complaining about it was fatigue with the Everton game, but you've just seen that, and that's not fatigue. That's, you know, that's 10 days off. He hasn't played for 10 days. You know, he's only played half a game. Having said that, he probably will take a penalty.
Well, I would expect he will. We're just seeing it again.
Yeah. I mean,
in comes the cross.
Do anything you like. Anything you like.
Just head it out for a corner. Just head it behind for a corner.
Yeah.
I don't understand what he's
trying to head it back. He's trying to head it back
to Dubravka. Yeah, but that's not the time to do that, Billy.
Absolutely not.
I mean, credit to Mudryk. He was quick as a flash getting onto that, but he shouldn't have even had the opportunity.
No, of course he shouldn't. Well, you did say you didn't want a penalty shootout. We've got one.
Commentator on the radio says the ref's done well tonight. What? Which radio station's actually saying that? By the way, Fulham have knocked Everton out on penalties. Fulham have won 7-6 on penalties, so Everton are out. Middlesbrough, of course, through as well. I mean, Looney Toon makes a good point. You know, we can't say Chelsea didn't deserve the equaliser because they've battered us for 70 minutes. That is very true.
Yeah, if you say that, they never look like scoring.
Yeah, but what saves did Dubravka? I think he had to make one doubt to his right.
Yeah, they never look like scoring. They hit the bar first half, but
yeah.
No, I mean, what's Pochettino getting involved with the ref here for?
I don't know what's going on.
It's not Pochettino, is it? It's a fourth official. It might be security. It might be down to security. So
something's gone on, and I think since they scored as well, that fan running on straight into Dubravka's face.
Well, I think they're saying don't be taking penalties at that end, basically. Because of course there's a toss where the penalties go, and who goes first or second.
I mean, look, we're not out. We're not out. We've still got a chance. We've still got a chance on penalties. We have some good penalty takers. Dubravka can make himself an absolute fucking hero here.
Yeah, he can. Yes, he can.
And let's say, you know, Trippier needs to score the winning penalty to win it. He can redeem himself.
He can.
But, oh, my God, we should not be here. They battle like warriors. Like absolute fucking warriors. Oh, God almighty. What's going on here?
I think they're worried about I think Tyndall's making the point that you can't have the penalties at that end because of what the fans were doing after the goal. And it's unfortunately, you've got a toss, haven't you, for the court, for where the penalties go.
Well, the referee's calling the captains over now to do the toss. He is one of the worst referees I've seen. There's just no doubt about it. 2,000, nearly 2,800 in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Please subscribe if you're new, bottom right-hand corner. And as we now start our climb to 27,000 subscribers. We're taking the penalties at the Newcastle fans' end. Oh, we're not. He's decided. Oh, this will be for the who's taking the penalty, first penalty. Chelsea taking first penalty, I think, by the looks of things, Billy.
Yeah, I don't want penalty shootouts, I've got to say.
Calvin, thank you very much for your £2 super chat. He says, could do with Chris Wood in this moment.
Fair point.
Yeah, he was an awesome penalty taker. A rotten player, but bloody awesome. Absolutely.
No, if Dubravka manages to save one, don't be surprised if the referee makes him take it again.
I was just going to say that. He's telling them to stay on the line and all of that stuff. But, you know, he'll be mainly saying that to Dubravka. He'll be saying to Petrovic, you know, come and do what you want. You know, come and literally stand 1 yard from the penalty spot. Cole Palmer's the first penalty taker for Chelsea. Of course, he's the normal penalty taker for Chelsea.
Yes.
And remember, guys, if you're ahead of us, no spoilers in the chat or you will be removed.
No warnings now because it's a penalty shootout. No warnings.
Wait till we've commentated on what's happened, please, guys. It's Cole Palmer against Martin Dubravka. Up steps Cole Palmer.
Ooh.
Oh!
It's a good penalty.
Into the bottom corner, and he tells Newcastle fans to shush.
Knobheads, yeah. What an absolute stroker.
Yep. You guessed right. Callum Wilson stepping up for Newcastle.
What an absolute stroker bit of behaviour from Palmer there, though.
Yep. Shocking. Absolute twat. The commentators on Sky said ref had a great game and no need for VAR. Fuck off. Hey, man. Honestly. Jesus Christ. As Wilson has put it onto the spot.
The referee's kind of telling him to get it on the centre circle, but look at it. Fucking hell.
Remember again, guys, no spoiling. Or if you don't, just look away. Don't look at the chat. Look at the game. Here comes Wilson.
Great penalty.
And scores. Lovely penalty from Callum. Right in the roof of the net. And it's 1-1.
Fantastic penalty.
Oh, it was beautiful, that, Billy.
No goalkeeper saving that in a month, Sundays.
No way. Conor Gallagher stepping up for Chelsea. Dickhead. Yep. I hope he misses. I really hope he misses.
What a wanker.
The nerves are jangling with the fans. Conor Gallagher composes himself. Not a big run-up from Gallagher, this. And scores. Very good penalty. Yeah. And at least he doesn't do anything to Newcastle fans. He celebrates with the Chelsea fans. So I'll praise him for that. Stop spoiling it, guys.
I don't think anyone else, have they?
Yeah, a couple came in there. Just don't put anything in until we've commentated on it. Or just look away from the chat, guys. And just listen to us.
Trippier.
Yep, Trippier stepping up. Kieran Trippier now. Come on, Kieran. Steps up. And he's missed.
Fuck's
he
sake.
hasn't even put it on target. He's missed completely. Completely missed the goal. What the fuck is going on with Kieran Trippier?
That's outrageously poor. He's not even at the target. He must have a bet on fucking Chelsea. He must be in fucking Tonali's. He must be Tonali's fucking bookies winner.
That was awful, Billy. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Awful. Awful, 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 awful.
Christopher Nkunku is next for Chelsea, leading 2-1 in the penalty shootout. Each have had 2 penalties now.
I think it's fair to say they won't be all getting 10s tomorrow.
Up steps Nkunku and scores. Absolutely superb penalty. You're not saving them, sunshine. I don't think he should have took a penalty, Kieran Trippier, Billy. Not after making a mistake like that so close to the end. His head's not in the right place. Wrong decision for me. Wrong decision.
Well, his head went in the right place, certainly 2 minutes for the end of the game, that's for certain.
Vape says he hasn't been right since he left the England squad. That's not a bad point, actually.
And Bruno missed his last one he took, didn't he, as well? So this ain't bode very good.
Come on, Big G. Up steps Bruno. Stutter and run, and a beautiful penalty in the corner.
Brilliant penalty.
But we need to save one. We need to save one.
Yeah, and this is what I kind of said about Carrier's playing, because I mean he went right the first time, but I mean they've been great penalties to be fair, so he's not.
Yeah, I don't think he had a chance with. Gallagher's penalty and Nkunku's were absolutely world-class penalties. You don't save them. You just don't.
This is a potential chance.
It's Mudryk, who, of course, got the equaliser after Trippier's error.
Short one up.
And can put 1 foot into the semi-final for Chelsea.
Oh,
I thought he'd miss hit that.
You did.
And it rolls into the corner. So Chelsea have 1 foot in the semi-final. Matt Ritchie is stepping up for Newcastle United. And he needs to score to keep us in it. Or else a return to Wembley is not going to happen in the Carabao. Come on, Matty boy.
I just banned Doug Thompson by mistake.
Oh. Billy.
It's the fellow above him I want to ban.
Up steps Matt Ritchie. And it's saved. And that's it. Chelsea are in the semi-finals. We were 1 minute away from the semi-finals. Kieran Trippier makes an awful mistake. And then up steps Trippier for the penalty and misses completely. Look, it's inexcusable, really. It's absolutely gut-wrenching. We should be in the semi-finals. There's absolutely there's no excuse. There is no excuse. You can't put it down to fatigue or anything, that mistake. He's tried to knock it back to Dubravka, and he's just got it all wrong. Instead of just putting it out for a corner, he puts it out for a corner, Billy, the game's gone.
It's horrific. You know, I just don't have the words for it. It's just so poor from an experienced international world-class right back. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's outrageously poor. It really is. They didn't deserve that. You know, they didn't cause. They may have had a lot of the play, but they never caused any problems all night, really. And it's come to a penalty shootout due to that miserable effort from Trippier. That's 4 goals now. He's cost us.
That's actually a really good save from the keeper, to be fair, on Matt Ritchie. That's not.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming Ritchie. No way.
Absolutely not.
We should never have been in that position in the first place, to be fair. I'm gutted, Billy.
Yeah, I am.
You know, the battle like lions and all that effort again.
Yeah.
And Chelsea, I mean, Chelsea, for all the possession, couldn't break us down. They couldn't do fuck all, Billy.
No, they never looked like scoring until we handed it to them on a plate. It's just really poor. Really poor. No words for it.
Alex,
Seriously.
good evening.
Hello.
Simply no excuse.
Well, it was just a mistake, wasn't it? It was a mistake. We've lost the game. It's on penalties.
Alex,
penalties.
Trippier should not be making a mistake like that. He should not be in that situation.
I
put
agree.
That out for a corner.
I agree. However, he's got far too much credit in the bank.
I don't give a shit about credit in the bank, Alex. I'm not. You can't say that now. Credit in the bank.
No.
All the mistakes he's made since.
I mean, you've got to let me say what I've got to say, Paul. So hang on a minute.
Well,
so it's a mistake. It is a mistake, and it's a bad mistake. He knows it's a bad mistake. However, I'm not going to lose the plot with Trippier and say he shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be right back. Of course not. He's an amazing right back, and he should be playing for us. But that individual mistake has cost us getting through to the next round, the semi-final. So it is a terrible mistake. And then he's missed his penalty as well. He'll be more frustrated than anyone tonight.
He has not looked right
as well.
He's coming back from the England squad, Alex. He's had a dreadful last few weeks. Dreadful.
100%, yeah.
He's been awful.
Why do you think he's been left out of the squad? It's to try and, maybe give him a little bit of a rest,
Well,
maybe
he
a
was
little bit
suspended,
of a
Alex.
niggle.
He was
He
suspended.
was suspended on Saturday.
Yeah, but he wasn't brought in straight away. Pre-suspension and post-suspension, he didn't start this game either. So he's been taken out of the firing line slightly, an excuse to have a little bit of a rest. And plus, he's obviously made a couple of high-profile mistakes against Spurs. And it is what it is. It's what are we going to say? I mean, I don't like the way we played, but again,
I don't like the way we played, but the fought like warriors, and then for an experienced player to try and do that instead of just not.
It was an accident, wasn't it? He didn't mean to do that. He meant to head it either over or back to Dubravka.
He went to head it back to Dubravka. It's clear what he tried to do.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Why is he not heading it out? Headed away for a corner. Chelsea have offered nothing in front of goal. We've dealt with all the set pieces and corners that Chelsea have thrown at us tonight. Channel Right, thank you for £2 super chat. He says pissing about at the back with 2 minutes left. Calvin, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says sorry to say it, but Trips needs sitting out for a couple of games. His confidence is shot. Livramento on the right, Dan Burn back in at the left. And Shane in Australia, thank you for $7.99. He says if anyone other than Trippier makes that mistake, they get slammed. Sick of the free ride he gets.
Well, we are slamming him. It was a massive mistake, and he is specifically the reason we're out. We're not. I don't understand. Both can be true. He's got credit in the bank for everything he's done, but that was terrible and has cost us the semi-final. Both can be true. So,
what do you mean about credit in the bank, though, Alex? Because this is now. He's making a lot of mistakes, which are costing us goals.
There are players that have been going on. Miggy with his right foot and his style of play. There's only so far that's going to take us until we can find somebody that can do what Miggy can do, plus more stuff. There are other players where there are limitations and where there is going to be an end. Whereas with Trippier, that's not there. We know that this is out of character. He's gone through to 12 months of being absolutely immense. And then it's been 3 weeks of the levels have dropped a bit and there's been some mistakes.
He's made mistakes at the far post on countless occasions, though, Alex, in his 2 years being here.
He has.
That was just. It wasn't that he was out of position or anything. He got there first.
He was at the far post.
The other things have been beaten at the back post in terms of in the air, or he's been in the wrong position. That wasn't any of that, so it's a completely different scenario.
It's all down to lack of concentration to me. It's all down to lack of concentration to me.
What I don't understand, and Anthony Stafford, thank you for gifting 5 Toon Review memberships. That's incredible. Thank you. And we've got a $6.66 super chat from Tomeo. Even in youth leagues, you teach youth never to play a ball to the middle of the box like that. You put it out
again. Tino did exactly the same thing a few minutes earlier, and it's not being talked about. They're mistakes that should have been.
They didn't score, Alex. That's why.
They're mistakes that should have been done by neither of the fullbacks.
Alex, Tino had to do something there. There was a Chelsea man behind him.
Whoa,
he had to do that.
No. We can't give Tino a free pass on playing a shot.
We can't because
we can, Alex. He didn't lead to a goal. He cleared for a corner.
Come on, you've got to go with
both of them deserve criticism for those kinds of defensive.
Alex, come on, mate. I know you want to. I know. Listen, you can't.
Why couldn't Tino head it a different way or head it?
Because if he tried to head it, look, when you look at it again, Alex, he's tried to head it, and if he's put it the way that the ball's going, there's a Chelsea player behind him. He wants to get proper contact on the ball. At least he's put it out for a corner.
I disagree with you. I think they're both bad mistakes. I think
they are both bad mistakes.
That doesn't help.
You're defending the indefensible here, Alex. I'm sorry to say it. You're defending.
I'm not defending anybody. I'm saying they're both mistakes. What are you talking about?
It's what
they are both
it's
mistakes.
We've
lost the game. What are you talking about? I agree with both of you.
We didn't lose the game because of Tino's header, though, did we?
We lost the game because of Trippier's header. I agree with you.
Yes.
But I'm saying that Tino's was also bad.
But that's whataboutery, Alex. That's whataboutery.
But I'm allowed to say that. That's my opinion.
It's nonsense, isn't it?
Mubarak, thank you for your $4.99. Says Trippier has been the Newcastle. Trippier has been the Newcastle player for 2 years now. He is going through a bad month. Let's give him a break. You can give him a break, but he's costing us games lately. This is what we're saying. He needs a bit of time out, I think, because his head's not right. Frosty Hammer says, thank you for your €5. He says Trips needs a rest and to refocus on himself. He needs his leadership responsibilities reduced before it becomes an anxiety. But Alex, what I will say is, why is he taking the second penalty when he's just made a colossus mistake like that? And you could see in his face that he wasn't in the right mind to take that penalty. To miss the goal as well, not even put it on target. I can't understand why they'd give him the responsibility of second penalty when a couple of minutes earlier he's just made the most colossal mistake. So why put him in for the second penalty?
I don't know. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I actually give him credit.
Hang on a minute, Billy. Ask me 1 second, mate. 1 second, mate. So I don't know who's actually organised it, whether it's Hal, Tyndall, the players themselves, the senior pros. We don't know who's coordinated that, whether it was preset, whether it arranged at the sideline. I don't know. So it's very difficult to say. However, I agree with what you said. He didn't look confident walking up.
No.
He's made a mistake in the last 5 minutes. It's dodgy. It's always admirable for somebody to be brave enough to go up there. However, in the circumstances, I agree. But again, who takes them? Because Bruno's missed a high-profile penalty before for us, scored it tonight. Callum's solid with penalties. But then beyond that we're looking at Matt Ritchie, and then who was going to be next? I mean, God knows.
Well, I agree with you there. I mean, our penalty take, we didn't have the same quality penalty takers as what Chelsea have had. I agree with that. I know Billy's saying, give him credit for stepping up. Absolutely. He's still brave enough and man enough to step up to take a penalty. But you just had a sense he was going to miss that penalty.
It just depends what. Right. We don't know what happened. Did Tyndall and Howell all go up and say, right, you're all taking pens? Or was it a conversation? Was it a discussion? We don't know. We just don't know. So
I think in that instance, though, if a player is, after making a mistake like that, and if Trippier's gone to Howe and Tyndall says, I'll take one, I think Eddie should have been strong enough to say no. You could tell in Trippier's face he wasn't right. I don't think he should have took the penalty. Look, that's not to say, guys.
Kieran Trippier has took a penalty in a European Championships final and scored.
Yeah, he has, but not after making an awful mistake like that, though. No, but what I'll say is, Trippier missed. It could have been anybody, right? Penalties are a lottery. We know that, and it's an awful way to go out. But unfortunately, that is all going to take away from what was a colossus defensive performance. When we're not playing very well, we still. The effort from those players tonight was simply outstanding. And for that's why I'm more gutted that we're out, because we were 1 minute away from the semi-final again. Everyone to a man on that pitch had battled so well. Blood, sweat and tears, as Callum said a couple of weeks ago. And we're out. And that's what boils my piss, to be honest. The fact that we've done so well and battled so hard. And we didn't play well tonight. That was obvious. But Alex, what is this away form? What is this tactics, do you think? Because we just don't look at it away from home, and it's really strange now. I don't know what we said in the dressing room at half time. I expected a little bit of a different performance in the second half.
I don't think we've got anything left. I genuinely don't. I mean, again, there's a lot of people giving me an absolute ton of bricks in the chat, and half of you I've never seen before, so nice one there. Additionally, in terms of the stamina that the lads have got left, there's just nothing there.
100%.
I know that's really difficult to defend, and it wasn't good enough. I want to see us fight a bit more, but the stamina of players like Gordon and Miggy and even Bruno, see them so leggy at the back end of games.
Miley and Sean tonight were out of it. Second half.
And again, these are players that we credit with having some of the best engines in football at the moment, and they're gone. They are so gone. And whether you disagree with me or not, I don't care. Anybody in the chat, we are on our last legs. We are, somebody mentioned it earlier on Twitter, and it was absolutely right. We're in December, and we've played Milan twice, PSG twice, Dortmund twice. City, we played City twice. We played City twice. Man United twice. Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool. We're only in December. It's madness. Like, the lads have gone through absolute war and back. It's insane. And they're just gone. And then we've also had a way above average injury list for the season, which, I mean, it happens. Nobody's fault. There's been loads of freak ones, which is it is what it is. We've just got to crack on with it. And it's a shame. It was a mistake that's cost us. It wasn't our stamina. We could have won this game just without the mistake, which is really annoying.
Ain't Cole Palmer
but
not?
it is.
God, blimey, an absolute dickhead. He's doing the shush thing against the Newcastle fans.
I know, but very bad attitude from most of them on their side. I thought the referee was absolutely shocking. By the way, I don't think we lost the game because of the referee, but
no,
the general. There should have possibly been red cards in that game as well. I mean, Sterling should have been booked for his dive, asking for a penalty, and then got booked again later for another dive. So that's
then he doesn't book Conor Gallagher for another blatant dive in the penalty area. I mean, that to be fair.
Yeah. That should have been if he gives the foul to us, then that's a dive, right? That's a yellow card. And then I'm not quite sure how Callum Wilson got yellow carded for being pushed over. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But anyway, the referee's not the reason why we lost, but still, it's worth pointing out that he was terrible.
I think the point is that our game plan away from home is because of the stamina, because of the injuries, is press limitedly, get a goal ahead, and sit back on it. I think we've done it in the past kind of 4 or 5 games. European games especially, get an early goal and then try and sit back on it. And sooner or later, there's an inevitability about it, wasn't it, tonight? Like there was in Paris, and then we got caught out at the last minute again. It's heartbreaking, really.
It is. Channel Right, thank you for a £20 super chat. That's immensely kind, my friend. Trippier's head was battered. Should not have taken a penalty. Abdullah, thank you for your $4.99. He says Tino's was a good header with a man coming in the back post. Trippier had no pressure. You can't defend him. Ronald, thank you for your £5 super chat. Ref was man of the match. Tripp should have stayed on the bench. Interesting. I mean, look, the heads will be down now. And we've got a big game coming up against Luton because we now have to turn our attention to obviously the Premier League, and we've got the big FA Cup game against Sunderland. We need to get up for that one because you damn well know that Sunderland will be up for it. Frosty Hammer, thank you for your €5 super chat. Trips is captain, Paul, correct. How should have put it in? He had 2 minutes, so you trust your captain.
He's not the captain. Jamal Sells is the club captain. And he was the on-field captain tonight. So,
and you don't know what's happened with the penalties either. It's you just don't know.
It's just we're out, and we've got to, the lads are knackered. And I think that's basically it. The lads are absolutely knackered. And we'll never be privy to what was said at halftime in the dressing room. Or, we had a brilliant first 15 minutes of the game where we looked like we could score on every attack. We take the lead, and then it was just sort of, right, we get in front, we sit back for the whole game and park the bus.
I think that's the stamina of it. And I think what Alex says is completely right. I think that's how Eddie Howe thinks we can win games. And, he's almost been right most of the time, hasn't he?
Well, I mean, I don't like it when we play like that. I have to say, I think we're far too open at times, and there's only so much pressure that we can soak up. Eventually it will catch up on us. And it's just annoying because we've gone out of Europe through a stinking penalty decision, and now we've gone out the Carabao Cup after a rotten mistake. I mean, is Rudd Hullet right? Is this club cursed? Do we have some sort of voodoo curse on this club where, we're just not destined to lift silverware? It's crazy.
No, it's still very early doors.
I know that, Alex, but I'm just saying, you look at the finals we played in back in the 90s, and then you look at Wembley last year and getting to the final, and it just seems like we get so close, and we're always the sodden bridesmaids, and I'm sick of it.
We don't turn up at Wembley either, let's be honest. Apart from the Chelsea semi-final where we did turn up, we were desperately unlucky to lose that game.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a curse as such. I just think there's a mentality there which, it's got to be dug out, and it will get dug out.
Yeah. Simon Ward, thank you for your £5 super chat. He says, last season's success and the takeover gave us all hope. This season has been a proper kick in the plums. So far it has. However, we do have the second half of the season. You what, mate?
It's an important one, though. I mean, this goes back to what we mentioned earlier on about the Champions League. This is going to help us for the future.
Yep.
These are the hard lessons that allow us to win silverware in a few years' time. We went to Wembley last season. We lost a cup final. It hurts. We've played 6 good games of Champions League football this season. We've had hard lessons we learned against Liverpool when we shouldn't have lost to them in the league. And then we've just gone out in this competition. Penalties, very difficult losing on penalties. These are all huge lessons that I think are going to be building blocks to us breaking that and actually starting to win trophies. We need these lessons. And as much as it hurts, it's going to help because they'll never forget it.
Yep. White Rabbit says Trippier hasn't played well since having the captaincy taken off him. Well, he didn't have it taken off him. Lascelles is captain. Trippier was standing captain while Lascelles was out the side. That wouldn't have had any effect on him, to be honest. Kenzie says, give him a break out of the team. He single-handedly put us out of the cup. Shana says, this was our best chance to win something and we blew it. Eddie's tactics were shocking, defending for 70 minutes straight, and Trippier defending bad as well.
What were we supposed to do?
Well,
with the legs, you saw the legs of the players. If we open up, we concede 5 goals. I don't understand people's point when they say this. It makes no sense. If we open up, we get battered. Honestly, go and watch the game again. It's a ridiculous point, Shannon. I'm so sorry, but it's absurd. If we open up, we get destroyed.
Everybody has opinions, Alex.
I mean, we could have stayed. We could have pressed a little bit longer after we'd scored, maybe for 10 minutes after that, but we didn't.
Of course, yeah. Things like that, of course. But trying to go at them, we don't. They're not in Europe. They don't have any European football, and they have an enormous squad. Yeah. Regardless of injuries, they've got a massive squad. They do. Yeah, I agree with Billy. We could have gone for 10 or 15 more minutes, but we couldn't go and try and match them. We would have been carved apart. You know, they've got some good technical players, and Kunku, Cole Palmer, the little flicks and tricks. We'd have been absolutely carved open. Really,
I don't get I don't understand the hatred for Lascelles in the chat. By the way, I think Lascelles is not good enough with his
really
feet
good tonight
and stopped us. I thought he was our best player.
He actually stepped into midfield, a few passes, aerially really strong. Yep. I didn't see Jamal do anything wrong. He tried to nutmeg him, and he read it, like he closed his legs. I thought he was really solid.
Yeah, every cross that came in, it was Lascelles that got his head to it. I just don't think people pay attention to who actually wins headers in penalty areas anymore. Connor, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. He says FA Cup or bust. Needs to start spending money in January. We're in trouble. The away form is killing us. Can we honestly be 100% sure we'll beat the Mackhams? Well, there's never 100% sure. But listen, this will hopefully spur us on to go and beat Sunderland, etc. Susan Fagan, thank you very much for your £5 super chat. She says, stop blaming Trippier. Wouldn't be the same team without him. The team weren't at it. Felt that way most of the game.
They never looked like scoring at Susan until Trippier made that mistake.
Yeah, look, I know Susan's a big Trippier fan, but look, I think everybody loves Kieran Trippier and are really like gutted for him. But you have to call out mistakes like that. Especially with his experience, trying to nod it down to Dubravka, it was too high for him to do that. He should have just nodded it out for a corner. And Chelsea have offered nothing from the corners all night. It's just one of those that you can't explain.
99.9% his fault, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Thank you very well for your £2 super chat. Feel sorry for Bruno. He gave everything today. Well, I feel sorry for all of them. I feel sorry for every single one of them because they I mean, look, we've seen that sort of defensive wall before. We've seen it, but it can only take you so far in games. And we just, it was.
I mean, what could we have done differently, realistically, apart from open up and get destroyed? I mean, so what? So maybe 10 or 15 minutes more of a bit more aggression. Shape-wise, I don't think there's much we could have changed. Lewis Hall, maybe. And that beyond that.
Well, he clearly doesn't find Lewis Hall at the minute. If he didn't come on tonight, and I know Chelsea's his parent club, but if we are apparently buying him in the summer, then that really doesn't matter.
I get that, but I just meant generally, what else could we have done?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking in the chat about Emil Kraft as well. Why was he taken off? I think he was injured. Yeah. He went down midway through the first half, of course, and then he got a really bad stamp on him of Colwill towards half time. So I generally think that was an injury, and it's a substitution that had to be made. However, did he make the right one? Bringing Trippier on, is he right to play? Is something going on behind the scenes? All these questions are going to be asked, and rightly so. Supporters do have the right to ask about these things, and he hasn't been the same since whatever his personal problem was that he left the England squad, and we know that he hasn't looked the same player. Now, Whether Eddie thinks he can play through it or Kieran thinks he can play through it, whatever's going on in the background, we don't know. But something clearly has affected him because the mistakes he's made are so unlike Kieran Trippier. You just don't see that from him. What you see from Trippier normally is complete professionalism and an absolute classy right back. And you know what? Yes, we can criticize him for the mistakes, but we also have to look at things in a bit more general when things calm down and think, right, what's going on? Is there something going on behind the scenes? Is he fully fit? We know he limped out to St. James's Park in his last game, but then he hasn't played against Fulham. So he certainly wasn't fatigued tonight. I think Kieran Trippier, he's only had 30 minutes on the pitch. But it's such a kick in the nuts, Billy.
Steve Elliott makes an excellent point here that I've just noticed in the chat. I'm going to put it up on the screen. I wish Miggy had taken the ball to the corner flag in the 90th minute when he tried to shoot from an impossible angle with his left foot. Yeah, professionalism. Yeah. It's a worthy comment, that, Steve. Well done.
Absolutely, it's all about that, isn't it? You think of, Miggy's passing tonight was just nothing short of dreadful. But his work rate was second. They were all at it tonight with work rate, but it's so frustrating. It really is. But hey ho, what can you do? It's a massive kick in the nuts, and we're out the cup. But we have to, pull our pants up and get on with it because the games are coming thick and fast. David R, thank you for a $1.99 super chat. Chelsea had no cutting edge. We gifted it to them. I'll agree with that. They didn't have any 100%. Cutting edge, no matter how much possession they had. Connor, thank you for another $1.99. Trips needs rested. He's a liability in this form. Yeah. Look, you can. Case Ball, thank you for your £2. Eddie's poor game management again. Why no Lewis Hall? And should he be pressed on this, Alex? Should he be pressed on this by the media?
Well, yeah. That's what they should be asking, but I think it's a bit harsh to say poor game management.
It worked for 99.9% of the game.
Yeah. Eddie Howe didn't make Kieran Trippier do that. Technically, it worked. It was a mistake right at the end from a player that generally, up until the last few weeks, doesn't make mistakes. It worked. And then we had a decision go against us. So I don't like doing that, but if Eddie Howe thinks that we're knackered and we've got to do it, then he knows more than I do.
DK35, thank you for your $1.99 super chat. Our lack of ball retention is scary. Jesh Sandhu, thank you for $23.90 MYR. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you. We could have held on to possession better, pressed better. Our away form and tactics are a big worry at the moment. I think that's what's more worrying to me is the away form. We just don't like this. But again, can you put that down to fatigue, etc.? We'll obviously discuss that tomorrow night in the match review. Are you two doing a podcast tonight?
Potentially. I've got to get home.
Right. Well, I will let you know on the socials if they do an instant reaction. I'm doing one straight away on YouTube, a 10-minute reaction or so. That video will be up a bit later on. But again, I'll let you all know on the socials. If you are on social media, we do have a Facebook group. Just search for the Toon Review on Facebook. Agree to the terms and conditions, and one of the mods on myself will accept you into the group. It's nearly 3,000 members on there, so thank you very much to everybody. We're on Facebook, as I say, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, all the usuals. You'll find us there. Just search for the Toon Review or at Billy Trey or at Toon Review Stato on X. We're all on there. Colorado Magpie, thank you for your $1.99. Congrats on 26K. Thank you, mate. Yeah, that's all down to you guys, that. But that is it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in on air for 3 hours. It's been a very, very emotional roller coaster. But as usual, guys, as you see from this channel, it's real. We all have different opinions. We'll all get into heated debates, but we all still love each other.
We do indeed.
And that's what's the great thing about this channel is the three of us as hosts, we don't just agree with each other all the time. We always have disagreements, but it's always debates, and it might get heated, but it's all friendly at the end of the day. And that's
100%.
the beauty about this channel. So that's why the three of us love doing it. But that's football. You will not agree all the time, and you will get into heated debates. But if you couldn't do that, what is the point? It's been absolutely
highly emotive, isn't it? It's a highly emotive subject.
Of course it is.
Sometimes things get a bit OTT, but that's football for you.
That's why we love it.
We all love each other.
And that's why we love Newcastle United as well, because boy, oh boy, it's like a bloody roller coaster ride. And I'm absolutely gutted. But guys, keep your eyes open for the instant reaction on here. And obviously, I'll let you know if Billy and Alex do one over on Patreon. But thank you very much for watching. Thank you for all the super chats and new memberships and the gifted memberships. Your kindness is absolutely outstanding. You guys are really incredible. Mods, you've done an amazing job tonight. Thank you so much to each and every one of you. Billy and Alex, thank you very, very much for tonight. And of course, the big thanks goes to you guys for tuning in again. If you are thinking about subscribing, please do so. We're already on 26,086 subscribers after hitting 26 tonight. Absolutely incredible. But we will be back tomorrow. I don't think there'll be a news show, an 11 o'clock show tomorrow, because I've got some Christmas presents to pick up. But there will be at 7 o'clock tomorrow night a match review of tonight's game, where we'll all have calmed down and we'll all have some nice chat about the game tonight. And well, we'll do the player ratings as well. Well, we might, yeah. Who knows? Get a stiff drink for tomorrow night, because we may need one. But thank you so much, guys. We will see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Sorry, it's not better news from Stamford Bridge, but unfortunately, Newcastle United go out on penalties by 4-2 after hanging on like soldiers. But we go again on Saturday at Kenilworth Road. But join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. In the meantime,
got a super chat, Paul.
Oh, have we? Hang on a minute. Yes, from Ike, £5. Trippier has made mistake after mistake. Ever since back answering fans on the touchline that earned 20k a year. Yeah. But thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow night. Try and have a decent kip tonight, and we'll all go at it again tomorrow. Until then, good night, folks.
Good night, fellas and lasses.
Come back and check out you breathe.